amount of prize money on the line.
Baby, let's go! The jump in was perfectly.
Again, this is a team tournament. We're going to see all these players go up against each other.
Oh! An unbelievable block!
There it is!
What a way to end!
Welcome everyone to Street Fighter League Pro US 2019 Season 1 Finale. I'm your host Rip, and today we find out which 4 teams are going to qualify for our mid-season championship to play for their share of over $50,000. Of course, this is week number 10. These guys have been battling it out week after week. We've got just 3 team battles to go. If you guys were with us last time, Punk's team, they got a full sweep on Team Psycho. We also saw Justin Wong in true Wong Factor fashion getting done over Team Frost. And now we also saw Team Storm's win streak come to an end against the hands of Knuckle Dew. So let's get things started for the finale and send it over to our desk with Vicious and Ringe.
Thank you, Rip. Again, we are here at the final week Street Fighter League Pro US Season 1, technically 11 weeks total, including that draft day. Again, for those of you following along since week 1, we appreciate each and every one of you. Again, my name is Vicious, here with Ringe, and we had quite the week last week.
Indeed, we did. We can see JB versus Chakotay right there. Team Inferno solidifying their spot atop the leaderboards at the end of last week. They're in first place coming into the final series of Street Fighter League. You see Justin celebrating the team order that he finally got. But despite that, Nephew really ran it back, made them go to the final game where Justin clutched it out and will be able to keep his team alive in top 4 contention. And then after that, of course, we had Samurai clutch it out with his Karen up against Shine, but Knuckle Dew proved too strong, took down Item, and then Rob TV was able to conquer Samurai in the Karen mirror, and you already know how it goes down. And if you don't, this is how it works. We got 3v3, each team gets a ban, and when they ban a character, no team can use that, whether they banned it or the team banned against it. Now, one player versus another player from another team will start it off, and then the winner of that will go to the back of the queue while the loser of the team battle gets out entirely. Then we have 2 new players play, and their result happens. Winner goes to the back of the queue, losers out. And then we have a potential for a reverse OCV, as you're seeing on the animation right now, and the first team to knock out the other team gets the W.
That's right. Winner stays here as these guys are fighting for just over $50,000. First place will be taking home $30,000. Second place with $15,000, and third place with a nice $6,000 as well. Split up amongst the members of the team, and man, is it super close here. You see in first place with Team Inferno, guided by their captain Punk, rocking 7-2, very impressive, with second place trailing just behind Team Gale, who could actually just flip it around with 6 wins and 3 losses. Third place with Team Storm, led by their captain Idom, who could still try to make a comeback here against second.
Absolutely, and in this final week, 4th, 5th, and 6th still matter as well. We got Team Frost with Nephew at 4th place, Team Spirit with Justin Wong 3 and 6, and then Team Psycho with Toy at 1 and 8, rounding out our standings. So this does tell more than just that story, though, right? We got the head-to-head coming up between Team Storm and Team Spirit, 2 teams that are really still looking to maintain in contention, right? Team Storm almost already locked up. They got the overall advantage in the head-to-head record as well, and 6 and 3. Even if they drop this, at worst they will be 6 and 4, and they should still be in that top 4 range. Now, Justin Wong and Team Spirit really need this W to hopefully get in contention of that top 4 to go on to compete for a higher standing later on.
With all the amount of information that Team Spirit has, you can bet that this entire team has finally put their strategy together and got a sense of who they want, who they expect to play against in the player order, right? So that being said, I'm kind of curious to see if Team Spirit has the right order predictions and the right character ban, or will Team Storm kind of just negate that, because there's a lot of powerhouses on that team. So we'll see how the captains choose it out. Rip is standing by with that answer.
Thank you, Vicious. I'm here with Justin Wong and Idom to kick off our finale day. This is your guys' last team battles here. The last time you guys played each other, you went with the Laura ban, and you guys went with the Balrog ban against Brian F. So Justin, I'm going to start with you. Who would you like to ban from their team?
The set was kind of close last time, so we think our strategy was pretty good, and we're going to still ban Laura.
Banning the Laura again. All right, good strategy. And last time you also mentioned, you felt you got the team order right. So was that the factor last time when you guys lost to these guys, do you think?
It helped a lot because it seems like Samurai does love the anchor position quite well, so he could be in his feel the glow mode and everything. So I think hopefully it plays out the same.
All right, let's see what happens. Who would you guys like to ban from Justin's team?
Well, we won last time, so we're going to keep the same ban and ban Balrog.
Balrog from Brian F. Going to be banned again. I like the strategy there. And how about the player order, Justin? What's it going to be?
We're going to go with Brian F., Psycho, and myself third.
All right, so Brian F., Psycho, and Justin Wong thinking that Samurai is going to be in that anchor position. What's your order going to be?
Well, it's going to be me, Classico, and then Samurai.
So it is indeed going to be Samurai in that position. Let's see if you get what you wanted, Justin. Let's send it on back to the desk.
All right, yeah. Justin Wong has talked about his troubles with coming up with a player order in the beginning, right? But as the weeks have gone along, he's gotten more time to think about it. Last week, we saw him finally triumph in terms of the team order. He got what he wanted. Now, I think he's actually pretty happy about his position as well. He put himself as anchor up against Samurai. I'm pretty sure he's looking for that direct matchup, considering he alluded to Samurai loving that anchor position in the first place. However, with Brian F. on point and his character banned out, going up against Item, I mean, that's going to be a tough situation, considering the Laura is off the table, right? They did ban the Laura, so it's going to be the two players whose characters are off the table. So we're going to see most likely Abigail versus Birdie, big bodies, the Haas
100%
matchup.
You're going to see that, right? And you know, Brian F. has fought a few birdies with the likes of Toy also not being able to play his character. So, I mean, he does have the experience week after week, and Idom still struggling just a little bit with that birdie pick. But I have to say, Justin Wong with the great read with the player order, aiming for Samurai's head first, and he put himself as anchor. I thought that was a very, very wise decision. Hopefully it plays out for, you know, the captains and their picks, but we'll see how it all goes down in our first match after we take this short break.
This is the path of my destiny.
Dare you challenge the king?
This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, and you heard the KO right at the last second. But anyways, welcome back, everybody, to Street Fighter League. We have our first battle locked in for today, and it's going to be one of the last three. Is the finale of Street Fighter League, and it's been an honor so far to commentate with you guys. My name is Vicious, here with Rinch to bring you back to speed with all the action. Team Storm going up against Team Spirit.
Yeah, and the standings could shift dramatically depending on what happens here. Really what happens all of today, right? There's still so many spots that are up for grabs. Of course, Team Spirit trying to stay alive, trying to get in that top 4 positioning. They need the W today to do so. And we're going to start off with Brian F. Abigail versus Item, who's on the birdie since his Laura was banned out. It's exactly what we thought about before, right? And of course, on Team Storm side, they're still in contention in that top 3 as well. They could shift higher or stay at 3rd depending on how the match plays out. So, as we get into it, the Haas fight is here. Let's see how we battle it out.
Right off the bat, going for the slide, catching Brian F's toes, and immediately backing away. That's the second time, and immediately going with the jab. Right after Brian F gets that jump in, good amount of damage. Yeah, he stopped the Abigail flip. Not a lot of damage from the rebuttal of Idom.
Yeah, he got him grounded too, but he didn't want to commit to a special move. Might have hit him out of the air, and then that would just been a whiff into a punish.
And I like Idom's understanding of the matchup, right? He's going for a lot of pokes in between Abigail's flips, getting a little bit of damage. Not the full conversions he needs to, but it's still a good amount of damage to recheck Brian F in his approach.
Oh, again, he's not letting him get those flips off for free at all. This time, Idom with the jab, but he's not at the right spacing to activate the V-trigger too. Oh, the fierce into the chain, baby. That's a lot of damage.
Look at the confirms there from Idom. Big change up week after week. After all, he used Laura 2 weeks straight.
Ooh. And again, that's the leeway V-Trigger 2 allows, right? You throw out the Stand Fierce, you throw out the EX, and then you can just cancel it into the chain.
And this is really good from Idom and Team Storm, right? They did have their character banned, or the team captain's character banned, and then they banned Brian F, and they called the order correctly.
Yes.
Putting the secondaries up to plate.
Yeah, I think this is honestly the order Team Spirit wanted. Maybe they wanted a cycle up against Items since they banned the birdie, but I think they'll still be happy with this. Activate the V-Trigger 2. Oh.
Great punish there from Brian F. Good awareness, not letting Idom breathe.
Managed to get out, and that new sweep from Abigail right there for the punish.
I've seen that sweep somewhere. It looks very familiar. Idom getting the command grab back to back.
Yo, he's grabbing him by the collar, the tank top?
Do it again!
Oh, again by the tank top. Headbutt City. Idom should be able to wrap up this second round.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Woo, that was a little suspicious on that landing.
It's so funny seeing that animation on Abigail, bro. Grabbing him by the 2 straps of the tank top. You never want a headbutt birdie.
Imagine if you played a character like Alex just grabbing that way.
Yeah.
Big ouch. Idom, all jokes aside, Idom getting a very, very significant first game here against Brian F's Abigail. Nice check. Ooh, even better sweep. Nice distance. Conversion. Can use the can this time. Abigail doesn't have a lot to kind of contest that after a bullhead knockdown.
Big facts. Since Idom has figured that out, that's definitely going to be a new tool in his arsenal, but run up, grab, toss him like a baby. As Tasty Steve would say. Shout out to Tasty Steve.
I don't even know why Tasty would do that. The jump out, no conversion. He's going to get a punish. It's only a jab punish, so Idom gets away scot-free.
Oh, doesn't react to the EX Dolphin dive. Now Item's going to set up shop. Go with the slide. Goes into the activate. After winds it all the way up. Gets the unblockable. Small amount of damage, but he's got the Ogi situation. Hits him with the stand medium punch into the V-Trigger 2, and you're dead. Man, that V-Trigger's good.
Idom is looking mad nice right now.
Yeah.
That's definitely the kind of points he would get from his fellow East Coast players. Looking mad nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that hurts. You can feel the pain. He holds his gun in such agony.
And Birdie doubled over with that one.
Birdie's such a cool character.
Hit him with a wake up.
Yeah. I didn't even know he has those voice lines. I didn't get to hear closely. Ooh, okay. Whipping that Fierce just out of that range, and then Idom responds with a Fierce of his own. And Brian F changing up the buttons here, using that crouch strong to now approach with the counter pokes. Woo!
City gets the counter hit on the light as well. We're just harassing him with the jab, now trying to set up a wall. Brian F activates his own V-Trigger after the sweep. Oh, what in the world? It looked like he was going to flip over. Ended up back in front.
Yeah, he tried to interrupt the Abigail flip, but it was just a little bit too soon. Ooh! Dolphin dive over. Check with the low afterwards. Fierce. Just believe he's going to check your legs with the V-Trigger. I was just about to call it.
Go, baby!
And Idom starts it off on the secondary birdie with a 2-0 victory over Brian F's Abigail, very well done. That birdie is looking much more solid than it did at the start of SFL. Of course, he's had weeks to prepare, weeks to get information and experience on the character, and he's looking much better, right? We got the V-Trigger 2 confirms. He really started switching up his styles as well, putting the can out, using more normals. Overall, I'm really liking the way his birdie looked in that game.
Adding this week, he's only had a total of 8 weeks to prepare this birdie, and it's coming together quite nicely. Getting this first win is imperative for their current position in the standings. And let's take a look at that. He's getting into his zone. He's understanding how the character works with the V-Trigger 2, extending the combos, and while keeping it all ambiguous with the dolphin dives. I like the way Items are playing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he does so in the back of the queue as Classico steps up to plate.
Yeah, that's got to make Classico feel at ease, right? He's still got an Item at the back, just in case Psycho is able to defeat him. Of course, Psycho been playing well. All SFL as well. He's rocking the Nakali. His character did not get banned out here, so he's going to be on his main. Going to be with Classico as well on his main Urian. So it should be a slugfest, right, with those two characters. We'll see if Psycho can overwhelm Classico. I mean, Classico has had some issues with his nerves, right, over the course of SFL. So if Psycho can push those buttons, hopefully get him to crack, then he'll get his team a W. But if Classico can absorb that advice that Samurai's been getting him, try to absorb some of that aura, that cool, calm, collected nature of him, then we might be able to see a different story.
I gotta say, that camera shot looks, you can tell the nerves on Classico. It's like he's trying to crack a safe in time. He's just like, I gotta get this done. I gotta get this job done. Like he's sweating, man. Cracking a little smile. Don't look over here. You play your game. Classico. But still, he's really coming along here at Street Fighter League, taking the advice of his teammates. Like, you know, he can't do it on his own. He needs a third party to kind of check him as well. And Samurai,
it's the perfect person to do that.
Yeah, they're both behind him 100% of the way, and it shows in the vast improvement he's shown since the beginning.
Absolutely. So we're gonna have Classico versus Psycho again. This is the second match in our team battle.
Yeah, you know, that's been the call out for Classico's Urian. He always goes air to air if he can't get the right anti-air angle, right?
Yeah, because when it comes to Urian, he's getting command throw. I'll get back to that in a second. Right now, we are in the corner pressure. Oh, again, yeah, we can't press buttons. After that, use the strength of the stomp to where he's going to be plus. And now stunned real quick. Psycho wrapping up the first round. So the thing with Urian and anti-airs is, right, is that they're kind of niche. You got to pick the roundhouse or the forward medium punch or the crouch fears.
Crouch fears, that's right.
All these things can work as anti-airs, but they're not universal. You have to really check the spacing on it. So with Classico, his answer to a universal anti-air, in quotes, is just the jump back jab.
Yeah, it's pretty safe. Not going to be the best damage. And you do lose your spacing. Granted, you are jumping back. Nice walk out of there. Punishes with a Coral Punch target combo.
Yeah. Didn't have V-Trigger to cancel it into, but he'll take that for sure.
Okay, big time punish.
No, he only
went
got
for the jab.
Not sure. The charge should have been ready either way. Psycho has his V-Trigger as well, but yeah, you know he wants to activate off a block normal.
Big time punish again. Classico missing a couple of punishes, but he does have a hefty life lead, so it's going to be just fine. He's going to build some resources, but he's backing himself into the corner exactly where Psycho wants you. I take it back. Violet knee drop out.
Yeah, not punished on the other side either. Psycho fully loaded on these resources and V skills. The V skill from Classico. Didn't even get the Sharpie mode. Shouts to Lee Chung.
Gets that forward throw and then immediately fires with that V skill, but still already in. Oh, no way.
Oh, long distance Psycho.
Wow.
We get the raw super, put him on a pick. So, and he based the EX, hit him up perfectly, but no punish. And then he throws the Aegis activation. Psycho, covering all his bases, knows what Classico wants to do in a situation like that. Samurai just giving him the general advice. Calm down, calm as there's. Yo, Justin Wong been looking like a mob boss ever since this team battle has started. Even at the beginning, he just had his arms crossed with a goon standing behind him.
And you know he thought I was sick because he didn't have a word to say after that. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna let my teammate rock. I don't have to say anything. That was great. That was really great reactions there from Psycho. Always keeping the opponent on their toes.
Yeah, but that's what Classico sets up, right? Once he has the V-skill, he's going to throw a full-screen fireball so he can get the headbutt anti-air.
Ooh!
Cancels an EX tackle. He's rocking and rolling, but the reversal buttons from Psycho allow him to escape the corner.
Trying to get any sort of buttons in between that string. Psycho switching up between the roundhouse and short stomps.
Wow, with reversal up mirror. He's actually not going to bounce into that. Nice. He just needed the light trade.
Just a little bit of damage, and Classico added that extra pressure with the Aegis Reflector.
Round 2.
Yeah, it was super smart, right? Because Psycho's going to want to not get himself put in an Aegis mix-up, but he couldn't afford a light trade right there. That's all Classico needed.
And I gotta admit, throughout this entirety of Street Fighter League, Classico does a really great job of firing away with the EX tackles. He's like at like 80% success rate.
Oh, those EX headbutts. Sometimes they're questionable, but Psycho no punch on that one.
Just do reversal EX tackle. No invulnerability, just do it.
7 frame.
Reflector time, V reversal's out, but you can punish it!
Yeah, punish.
Into the mirror.
Goes for the reset. Nice reversal jab from Psycho as well. Not going to get caught up in this throw game. Oh, keeps him in the corner and gets the cross up.
Nice work from Classico, getting the mix. A good amount of damage as well, but it puts Psycho with a lot of room behind him. Now he's going to be pushing towards the corner. That could have been a hit confirm into critical art.
Oh no, Classico trying for his delayed EX headbutt. Blow up the pressure from Psycho, but nice and patient. Picks the wrong time to do so.
It's like in an anime, like a character's signature move is like, I'm gonna go all out. I feel it in my bones. Attack, and then blocked.
Yeah, then you face the big bad that's like twice your level, and you're like, well, you know,
yeah.
Looks like I got some new techniques to develop. Oh, nobody whiffing. Or I should say nobody counter poking.
Does get a counter grab, excuse me, command grab. And there it is. I still have more in my secret technique. Psycho firing one of his. Like, how about my secret technique?
Oh, and then again, bait out the EX headbutt, but no punish. He keeps getting his jump backs.
Oh.
Psycho will take it. EXDP puts Classico away. Any insights gleaned from the teams? Not just yet. It seems like we are at 1-1 here when it comes to Team Spirit and Team Storm, of course. Brian F falling to Items Birdie, and now we got Classico falling to the Psycho Nakali. Now, we got our anchor battle.
Oh, yes, we do. That's right. We do have Justin Wong going up against, I mean, technically, Samurai has a lot more wins under his belt. Well, let's just talk about how it went down between Psycho and Classico. Again, great start off for Psycho with that win under his belt. That critical art finish was imperative here. Classico did get that mix off the mirror, and then the setup afterwards was pretty...
That reversal button was so crucial, right?
Right here, yeah. Anti-air, or air-to-air. Good amount of damage. But, again, being stuck in this corner, not a good idea.
Yeah. Then Classico, I think, found himself in the corner a little bit too much, trying to escape with those EX headbutts. You can see one hitting there, but one whiffed at the end. Could have spelled the end for him, but missed the punish. That's the one I'm talking about right there. However, Psycho gets in there, gets the throw for the stun, and puts the W on the board.
So now we have Justin Wong preparing himself for the likes of Samurai, who, he's going to have his Akuma back.
Yep.
You know what that means. For those of you following along, there's a lot of potential for him to take it completely over for Team Storm. We've seen it. 4 weeks straight, we've seen it.
Yeah, if you've been tuning into Street Fighter League, you know that Akuma and Samurai on the Akuma, is more than capable of reverse OCVing an entire team. And, he's still got item in the back as well, so he doesn't have to do it all alone.
So this is going to be the Monat versus Akuma. As you were just paying attention to, Brian F got his Balrog banished.
Yes.
For the entirety of Street Fighter League. For like the season finale, I should say.
Yeah,
not the entirety of it, I'm lying.
He got
just
to play,
the finale.
He got to play it a couple of times, right? But that was definitely a popular target ban for this team, as well as the Justin Wong one not. So Justin Wong gets to play his main character this time, and I feel like he's getting the matchup he wanted, right? Because he said at the very beginning with the interview that Samurai really favored the anchor position. So knowing that, Justin puts himself up against the Akuma. He also knew what ban was going to happen, so he knew he was going against this character, the main, and he's got his own to combat him with.
We'll see how it all plays out again. Justin's really shown his true defensive style, and he said that in week 1 during draft day, I want to prove to the world that I could ultimately come out as the victor while playing lame, playing that defensive style, and show how powerful it really is. I like that reflex.
Already.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times. And I like that changing the trajectory off the jump, using that air fireball. Oh my goodness.
He's going to V-skill him as he comes down from the drill kick. Sending a message nice and early. Whoa, what a stand fierce from Justin. Showing some knowledge in this matchup as well.
Trying to break the orb.
Again? No, okay. So he recognized the spacing that time. He was probably going to eat the fireball before the stand fierce connected with Akuma.
Oh, nice check with the roundhouse instead. Knocking Samurai all the way back. Such a great tool for anti-air of the crush counters, right?
Justin Wong looking real comfortable so far. Yeah, but almost reflecting almost every fireball.
Oh yeah, nullifying the recall, but still Justin Wong gets the orb back in time to send out a normal, pushing Samurai even more. There's that activation. Crouch strong, can't press a button. Justin Wong backs off just ever so slightly. And again, back to this corner. Play EX! Air grab.
Yeah, great air throw from Justin. Really controlling the neutrals, barely taking any damage up against Samurai's Akuma. Oh, wait a minute. He tried the jump in. Look at dissatisfaction on his face. Now he's in the mix. Ooh, jumps out, gets DP'd on the crosscut though. Still hasn't escaped. Now he does. V-Trigger 1 activated. Oh, can't quite juggle with that, but he fates out the EXDP on Wake Up, and that's going to spell the first round for Justin Wong. We're hearing Psycho saying easy from the back.
And Justin Wong understands a sense of urgency from Samurai. He's had that data in the first round robin they had against each other, so he knows that Samurai is willing to spend that bar and use that EX uppercut.
More incredible V-skill usage from Samurai, going through the normal of the knot.
Ooh.
He's always ready with it.
He's not going to give these fireballs up for free. Either he's going to absorb it for meter, or he's going to use it against Akuma.
Oh yeah, that back kick hits super high right there, so Justin gets a clean punish.
The fireball is just a little bit more effective mid-range. It's harder to react to, but in the same time, Justin can retaliate with the stand fierce. You saw that trade-off benefiting the knot.
All right, again, just keeping him at bay with these normals, trying to keep him out. Justin quite a ways away from V-Trigger. Samurai fully loaded.
There's that reflect. Sends the orb out and the recall immediately after to check Samurai. No anti-air because of the air fireball trajectory.
That's the thing about Justin, right? And Manat, he can just jump back and then change his trajectory with the drill kick. But we got plus frames here. Oh, tries to walk in, walk out, gets the throw.
I like that. Yeah, he was waiting for that V-reversal just in case from Manat, but Justin chose to just stand there. Now it looks like he's going to save it for the V-trigger activation as we have 30 seconds left to go. A good amount of life on Justin Wong's behalf as well as a critical arc on deck.
Justin continuing to reflect the fireballs as well.
Other side. Oh, this is great for Justin Wong, and he's going to take this 100%. That's going to be the first game solid victory, 2 rounds straight.
The king of lame right there, because that's a change to Akuma, right? The dive. If you let the EX flip or the EX demon flip rock, that kick that it used to be plus is now -2. So instead of taking his turn with a regular normal, Mikey thought Justin would try to steal his turn back, right, since he had negative situation, tried for the EX DP. But no go, that is Father Time you're messing with, and he just chills out.
A lot of control there from Justin Wong.
Oh, absorbing the fireballs again. Justin not wasting any time, giving Samurai free chip, any free damage, nothing.
Anti-air, yeah, he didn't send out the orb. He was waiting for that air approach. Good call out with the crouch fierce.
Got the jab on the other side before he landed as well. He's going to allow Samurai to take his turn, but Justin fighting so well with these Manat normals.
Oh, just traversing past the orb. He crouched down, doesn't want to get like that little damage. No free damage here.
That's so good. The orb recalling, nullifying the air fireballs. It's happened a couple of times now. I know Justin Wong would be more than okay with that.
Oh, big jump in here from Samurai. I think that's one of the weaknesses of Justin Wong. You random him out. You keep it ambiguous with your approach, stun, and the V-gauge buildup from that V-skill palm. Perfect. The finesse. He got the frame kill, the meaty throw afterwards. Nice work from Samurai. Great adaptation. Tried to get the reflect. You saw the startup on it, just a little bit off the mark as the fireball clipped him. Other side, Justin Wong took his turn back. Jump back jab, taking a page from Classico's book.
Just chilling out, reflecting the fireballs. Oh, yeah, he couldn't recall in time, so he had to block that.
This is very interesting predicament. Justin Wong can't recall and can't really fight back.
Oh, that was so good, though. He recalls and then goes to the jump normal, and then he beats and punishes the DP once again.
Being so effective with and without the orb is absolutely vital with Manat. Understanding the scenario and learning how to get that orb back. Justin Wong playing it perfect.
Putting it out.
Ooh, drill.
Ooh, great job punishing the drill on landing. Justin had the V-trigger on lock, so he goes to the slide into the V-trigger activation.
Okay, so...
Whoa, he ended up letting 3 orbs go there.
V-trigger is still winding down. Samurai's not going to even let him get close, and he ran into the 2 fireballs. Not quite enough, but he can go for critical art. Yes, sir, he does. And it hits!
Oh, Justin Wong, wake up CA again. I mean, he can match the randomness with his own. We've seen the wake up critical arts. Don't get it twisted. That's her best defensive option, right?
That's her EXDP.
Yeah, in terms of invincible reversals, that's her best defensive option. So Justin Wong catches Samurai asleep at the wheel. Samurai not baiting out the super. And unfortunately for him, he didn't quite get the critical art on that first hit of the DP, right? So he couldn't finish it off. He was just a couple of pixels away.
Oh yeah, way to continue that combo. Good recognition. Off the air fireball. A lot of hits done on that bad boy. Converting off the crouch strong.
Oh, still looking good. One hit away from stun. Oh, Justin Wong. What a crouch jab to prevent the dashes.
Samurai backing off just in case Justin Wong wanted to V-reversal again, but does have full V-trigger. How is he going to activate? I assume he's going to try to chip down on his life first before he even gets to that sequence, because it's a huge comeback factor for Minot. A good amount of damage can happen from the opener, as well as getting a reset and positioning. So Justin Wong really wants to dwindle down the life and not let Samurai get any free resources other than building this meter here.
Oh, he actually ran into his own red fireball there. Takes some chip as well from the explosion. But Justin, yeah, he will milk every single second of that clock, right? So even if he's at a deficit, he's not going to get impatient. He's not going to get anxious. Just chilling out, playing that game.
He said he doesn't care if he's losing. He'll still play the lame style because it's all about the long-term mental game.
Yeah.
Ooh. Here we go. That activation, as we mentioned, he wanted to dwindle down the life just a little bit. Okay, big time punish. No, sir. Got the slide, got the orb release. Too late, though.
Yeah, it's the weakness of Justin's Minot, right? The orb combos are not as crisp as someone like Sako or something like that.
Okay, caught midway through. Yeah, of course he's going to anti-air that using that time freeze. Saw that. 5 seconds left to go. Best believe he's going to escape, and that's going to put a game on the board for Samurai.
Super smart from Samurai. They're using the EX Demon Flip just to completely get out of the corner there. And you mentioned, right, Justin Wong has talked about, even if it goes to a timeout and I lose, I still consider that a slight W just because of the mental damage done to my opponent. However, I think the person that is best at enduring that type of mental damage is the boy you're seeing on the screen right now, Samurai.
And you know, it's really interesting to see how he celebrates each and every one of these victories. It's not over excessive, and it's not really like subtle either. He's trying to get himself psyched up enough and then bring him back down to that zen state of mind to maintain his confidence level. I'm really enjoying this from Samurai, and Justin Wong playing as patient as ever.
Your fireball continues to be reflected. See Justin just But we've seen Justin going to the neutral. That's something Samurai likes to do to players as well. Just staying in their face, no down back, no nothing, see what they do.
And that's all Samurai needed to get started. Just having that air fireball block to get him to close range, but as soon as Justin Wong shoots him back to that part of the screen to get all the estate back, he gets to play the recall game, the reflect game, sending out the orbs back and forth. Again, using those fireballs against Samurai. Reflect again. Add this chip damage.
Yeah, man, incredibly patient. That's how every round's going to be from both sides, right? And the smallest amount of projectile damage really counts in a situation like this.
Samurai changing up the speed as well, throwing an EX Fireball in the mix, willing to spend the meter.
Yeah, man, Justin knows Samurai's willing to just chill out and play this whole clock, so he's starting to work his way forward inch by inch. Oh, he anti-airs the Demon Flip this time. He says, you tried to escape that way last time. You got to do some new tricks on Justin Wong.
Okay. V-trigger activation at 10. Yeah, he tried to jump out, but the orbs, as they're blocking, you can release them still. 5 seconds. That's if Justin Wong can keep it tight. He cannot. And Samurai gets away with the timeout.
And if I'm not mistaken, didn't he time out Justin Wong twice in their previous matchup as well? For victories, correct?
That's correct.
So that's already 2 timeout victories for Samurai in his second matchup. It's wild how patient these two are.
That's definitely an achievement unlocked, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Being able to time out the Turtle Master.
4 times in one series?
All those plus frames after the crouch strong, and when he goes back into it, you still don't want to press a button afterwards.
And Samurai with a heavy lead, nice and early this time. So again, he's going to work that clock, right? He's like, just because I have a hefty life lead, I can afford a mistake or two, doesn't mean I'm going to make it.
Yeah, but considering the status right now as Samurai is on match point, Justin Wong is going to push a lot sooner than he was before, and he doesn't really have much to sit back for. He has full resources locked. He has the trigger and the critical art. So he has to press forward. Big time read from Samurai. One more touch away.
Yeah, Samurai perfectly switched up the fireball rhythm, jumped instead when Justin Wong committed to a reflect.
Ooh, speaking of, so close to any misstep, mistimed reflect. Whew. Might have raw activation. Yes, okay, he gets it off the reflect.
The Tatsu out, he just walked him down.
Deadly. Big jump, but no, doesn't continue the combo. 4 orbs gone. This is going to be a very tough hill to climb for Justin. Another throw. He can do it with 15 seconds.
Does that punish? It does
It's not the punish. He was looking for 10 seconds on the clock. Samurai is running for dear life, and the uppercut against Justin, eliminating him from the team battle.
Incredible performance from Samurai right there, clutching it out, timing out Justin Wong twice yet again. 2 meetings between these two players and 2 timeout victories each time for Samurai, not Father Time, not the King of Lane.
Not Father Time at all.
Like I said, right, though, that Samurai is the best at incurring that type of mental damage. He is the person that I think is most willing to play the clock along with Justin at this entire league. So as we take a quick look at that long first match.
I loved it. Every
it was
second
so
of
good.
it.
Look at this again, Samurai just stealing that round away and then back dashing out of there.
He's willing to play the long game, right? Just look at this. Side switch to Tatsu, B&B common for Akuma, keeping that lockdown, and that one jump in. That's the second time, the second jump in that meant the round for Samurai.
Yeah, precisely.
Oh, but this sequence right here where Justin Wong tried to get the punish on the jump Tatsu, it could have been it for Samurai, but he narrowly escaped it, and Justin Wong just mistimed the jump because not also with a very, very floaty arc. Samurai found it and got the uppercut.
And there's just not many options left at that point, right? The time was running out. He had to make something happen. He risked the jump, and Samurai was just lying in wait. He was too good, too smart to let something like that slip through the cracks. So now we're going to get Psycho versus Item, who is still alive after defeating Brian F's Abigail with his birdie. And that birdie is looking a lot more solid here in the final week of SFL.
He got a W. You see Idom in the back of the queue. It's not Samurai sitting back down. Idom actually pulling it through with birdie. Getting that V-trigger to birdie time. He's getting familiar with it a lot more. His V-skill setups are a lot cleaner actually after a bullhead. Most of the time when he got the bullhead, he would dash up thinking he would have like a meaty situation. That wasn't the case with birdie. Afterwards, pay attention to this matchup, right? When you see a bullhead connect, he's going to take his time. He's going to at least try to V-skill or at least stay in place. He's not going to rush his turn again.
Yeah, Adam is learning to play at the pace that Birdie excels at, right? And right now, Psycho just working that V-skill game, trying to get that V-trigger as quickly as possible.
Oh, I like Psycho firing back fierce to fierce, letting Idom know that I understand the matchup, I know where your normals are. I want to challenge you.
And Psycho does like to backdash right there. I think that's why Idom was calling out with that raw EX chain. Ooh, great.
Let's go.
That crouch jab, one of the best in the business.
Very active, just out of that range. Nice, changing up the arc, or the trajectory, excuse me. Okay, dashes up just once, just to close the gap.
Or though this time from Psycho has him in the corner, but yeah, you can dash it after that. Activates off the stand medium kick too. You see Psycho just trying to slug it out with him as well.
Crouch strong, command grab, I understand.
Yes.
Great blocks from Idom, back to back. All those medium kicks, he's not phased. Just about 30 seconds left on the clock. Ooh,
incredibly patient play from Idom right there. Really excelling at what Birdie does best, right? Just creating a wall of quick, strong normals.
This is dangerous, Range. If we develop a Birdie in Idom, a lot of people are going to be very, very scared. It's like if things don't work out for Laura, he has a defensive wall in Birdie. Look at how much more patient he's playing. Off of straight hits.
Again now, this time the sweep as Psycho tries to approach. He does get the back throw and the corner because of it. Oh, man. Idom got caught flinching that time. Psycho going right back to the game he's used to.
Okay, can set up. I like the idea. Oh, 2 steps ahead. Got the overhead.
Wow. Oh, he's like, if you don't got punches for these, I got the bull horns ready.
I like it. Great work from Idom. Solid read there. He knew it was Psycho's turn. Stole it right back. That's the kind of character Birdie is.
Oh, the headbutt is there. The EX version so goes into V-trigger 2. Just checks him from long distance with the low chain.
Can do it. Yeah, you have to guard afterwards. It is -2. You get your turn after, but you still have to block in between as it is a true block string. Crouch strong, you know it.
Yep, cancels the sweep.
So smart.
V-Trigger 2 is gone though. Oh, Psycho trying to hold on to the meter.
Uh-oh.
And it cost him the game.
Somebody yelled out scrub. I never heard that.
baby. Close it out. Do the damage.
Real heartbreaking there from Team Spirit. I did see the look on Psycho's face as soon as he saw that drop happen or that throw happen.
You've been it before. Another weekend OVC. Come on, let's go.
Team Storm hyping them up. They know they can close out the set here. Psycho's got to do some heavy lifting, not only being Idol, but also being Samurai if he gets past this.
Man, I almost forgot about Samurai.
Yeah, he's still alive.
I really did.
This is most definitely not the final match if Psycho wins. V-Skill usage is one of his longer range options, right? With Birdie so dominant in that normal range, that mid range, he's got to go to it.
And I like the change of Psycho, focusing on the enhanced Nikali. He wants to bring it out as soon as possible. You see it in his game plan. He's using V-Skill to keep Birdie out. If Idom's going to play this range, I'm not going to rush my offense.
He just got enhanced Nikali without taking any real damage. Only Gray Life, and just V-Skill after V-Skill. Finally incurs some real damage here. Oh, and gets clipped on the wake-up as well. Oh, counter hit.
He might have gotten caught jumping out, using that chain afterwards. Nice buffer there, the counter hit.
That was incredible throw tech from Idom right there. Knew that Psycho was going to try to back throw him to put him in the corner. Even after that -2 situation, he chose to throw. Oh, the low
snipe!
Tried to command grab. A lot of recovery on that when it's whiffed. And the forward throw does not put down Big Body Birdie. Oh, V-Trigger 2 just blasted that wrong. Oh, yes,
nice
great.
jump back. Good anticipation there from Psycho. I think he just wanted to clear the space, but as soon as he saw the bullhead rip, of course he was going to respond with the button on the way down. V-Skill again, back to it. Idom inching his way little by little, checking with the low medium kick to catch the startup of that V-Skill, but just too far out. Probably anticipated jump, maybe coming soon from Idom as he senses when Psycho wants to use this V-Skill.
4 times in a row right there.
Back to it, yeah.
I like Idom staying disciplined though, staying on the ground. We've seen Psycho do multiple V-Skills in a row. Oh, activates off the crouch medium punch. Ooh.
Raw activation there from Idom. Not too big of a life deficit. Now Psycho has to back off just a little bit. Respect it. No, okay. Way to keep it a little ambiguous. Anti-air? No, not in time.
Yeah, recovered in time to not get clipped by that big jump fierce, and now the bullhead, it's all this damage, did drop it at the end.
Command grab this time.
Finally works out, gets the slide afterwards. Oh, stuffs the pressure with the stand medium kick. Nice crush counter from Psycho though. Trying to bring it back, trying to catch him flinching. Oh, gets blown up by the stomp.
It was a good idea, but you know, not enough. Psycho getting this second game, and this time spending the critical art.
Not wasting his time whatsoever. Closes out game 2 up against Idom's Birdie, and now we are going to game 3 to see if Idom has to rely on Samurai to pull out this W or if he can conclude the team battle right now.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, back into it. This is team battle point, or excuse me, it is tied up 1-1. I totally lied to you guys, but Team Storm does have 2 players remaining while Spirit only has 1. You see it on the screen, Psycho. Okay, so we got past that V-Skill. He's dashing up a lot more frequently. In response, Psycho battles with those normals, but Idom is just floating in and out of that range. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I like that. Buffered, stand fierce. Caught the startup of Birdie's fierce.
In this case, Psycho comes forward and he does after V-Trigger activation. Nice V-Skill as well, catching the wake-up buttons from Idom. Raw V-Trigger in response. Ooh, nice stand medium punch.
Oh, and it was just enough. Wow. Wow, just enough. EX uppercut from Psycho off of that command grab. Good amount of damage.
Incredible stuff. I think Psycho has recognized that Idom is not really willing to jump, right? That's why he's abusing the V-Skills. Can't get a big punish from it. Oh, just outside the range of the slide.
I like the idea, but still, Psycho, he neutral jumped in anticipation for it. Solid read there from Psycho. Now he has Idom in the corner. This could be a good amount of damage.
EX, this guy is
Not
gonna put him on a pixel here. Does take the throw in. He tried to anti-air with that crouch medium punch. Now, crouch medium punch from Birdie, one of the best anti-airs in the game, bar none, but you could bait it out. It doesn't have a lot of active frames, right? So something like the dive kick, something that's gonna allow you to land later will blow up that option. So well done from Psycho, recognizing that and forcing out the anchor for Team Storm.
That's right. Samurai going back up to plate here. He's going to have that Akuma locked and loaded. We've seen the power of the demon. We've seen him unleashed before. Can Psycho clutch it out with Team Spirit? Brian F. looking behind, as well as Justin Wong. They got to get themselves mentally prepared for this wild man Samurai.
Yeah, but Psycho trying to complete an OCV here. He was the one that took down Classico. He has taken down Item, and now he's looking to take down the Akuma and Samurai. So we are going to see if Samurai can clutch out for his team once again, coming off of 2 timeout victories in the rounds against Justin Wong. Incredibly patient. Let's see if we can hear what Justin's saying. He's speaking mad soft. But it does seem to be giving a whole lot of advice to Psycho, trying to calm him down, trying to prepare him for this all-important match right here, right?
Of course, yeah. You know, it's definitely going to lean towards some of the tendencies that Mikey might have in certain situations, as he was the one that fell to him numerous times. Actually, they've all experienced the Samurai themselves, and so he's just kind of giving him like a quick refresher course, like, hey, this is what you can expect because you did see the match between us. This is how I felt, how he would react. Make sure you are keeping track of this while you're getting your maul on, if that were to occur, or if you're playing defense. Just always watch out for these following tips, right? Of course, we can hear what Justin Wong was saying. There's a plethora of things he could have said, but that's the assumption we could make here.
And again, this is the last match for this team battle, and it definitely has implications regarding the overall standings, right? Of course, Team Storm trying to stay in that top 3, maybe even move up if they're successful with a victory here, and I believe Team Gale loses later on. But until then, Team Spirit trying to stay alive, trying to make this top 4 to progress to the next stage of SFL.
Round 1. Fight!
Big changes can happen depending on how this turns out for both teams. The win is absolutely vital here. There can be some changes in the standings depending on how this all works in the end.
You can see Samurai actually going with V-Trigger 2 in this matchup against the column.
Yeah, wanting to cash out on that damage as well. Being able to cancel special moves into special moves without the use of actual EX meter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, walked into the buffered normal.
Yeah. Psycho, of course, having to buffer that disc guidance well in advance. Keep that charge going.
That's gonna hit.
Oh yeah, I thought he was gonna try a DP. He probably did try a DP through it, but it was too meaty.
Caught him flinching twice over, counter hit on the second one. Activation after the fierce target combo. Again, that's that ambiguity right there.
Yeah, he used the entire V-Trigger just for that, right? He's down to score a throw, and then the EX Fireball keeps Psycho out, and that'll be the first round of Samurai.
And that was so tricky, too. He could have gone the other way, or maybe even into like a Demon Flip grab, possibly.
Yeah.
Or the other side with a Demon Flip kick. Or the sweep, I guess. The ender.
Yeah, the ender, exactly. You just let the Demon Flip rock. Ooh, tremendous walk speed on both of these characters, right? So just walking in and out of range, just trying to get the opponent to whiff. Nice EXDP after the huge block stun on that jump fear.
That was nasty, him ripping it out just like that. Nice answer! Oh my god, great answer against Samurai. Didn't get what he wanted after that stray hit. Got the opener low forward, but the fireball is just too far out to connect. Ooh. Again, look at this pressure, the lockdown from Psycho. Okay.
Activate again, yep. Red Fireball. Doesn't go with any type of flip or anything like that, so he's going to maintain a little bit of that V-Trigger.
Uh-oh.
Maybe a crosscut DP attempt, just didn't get what he wanted. Fireball forward instead.
Oh. Psycho might have anticipated the EX Dragon Punch, but Samurai now turning it around. Psycho's back is near the corner, but he's going to fight it out after that V-Trigger activation, crawling down.
Oh, interrupts. He tried for the dash up EX command throw.
He didn't spend the critical art after the uppercut. There was a lot of scaling involved.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure it was going to kill. Uppercut, EX version. All right. EX Fireball checking him. You can't dash up. Get away from me. Back away.
Oh, at this. Samurai, that walk speed on Akuma. He senses when he's going to walk forward, meets him in the middle, and gets that throw. 1-0 to Samurai. 1 game away from clinching the team battle for his squad.
I wouldn't have pressed the button either. That could have been a crouch strong counter hit. It could have been a medium kick. Heck, it could have even been a low forward. Even if you tried to walk back for defense.
Classico just bigging up his man. Said, you've been here 4 times already. This is just another body and another bat.
DP through it. Yeah, the trajectory of the fireball just a little bit over the mark.
Yeah, he was too far away for that command throw, unfortunately. It's going to allow Samurai to get the back throw while waking up with the DP again. Smart stuff from Psycho, exposing the fake setups of Samurai.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. The timing was just a little off there. He wasn't going to get a safe jump whatsoever. Low forward fireball, didn't get the damage he wanted. He is still checking Psycho. No DP!
Oh my goodness.
But there it is.
And Psycho just waking up with a backdash afterwards. Rather get some space. Samurai does have his full V-Trigger 2 available. There's 1 usage of it. He's got 1 more.
He's going to do it after a fireball. He's trying to escape this corner. Psycho deterred him twice over.
That was so good, completely wasting his V-Trigger. Samurai does have the life lead still. Oh, there's the dash up EA's command grab. Do not abandon the strategy. We got 1 more. No, regular tech throw. I like that from Psycho. Nice and safe, but Samurai pokes back with the jabs and confirms into the Tatsu.
And you know what's really unfortunate? Psycho went for the overhead, and granted, you would think he's still airborne. No, he's completely grounded. Samurai double jabbed, got the match point, the team battle point, excuse me.
Yeah, he just needs 1 more round. He seals the victory for Team Storm, keeps them in that top 3 placing.
Just wiggling out of the range of the crouch strong is Samurai. Great confirm there on the toggle combo of Fierce. Oh, yeah, nice work. Out of the roundhouse range now. He's really moving.
Oh, he runs the Stamium kick. Red EX fireball.
This is where Samurai is really going to shine now. Yeah, he's really feeling it, and he does so with the perfect Team Storm with another victory.
Incredible stuff from Samurai right there. That really exemplifies his play throughout Street Fighter League, right? His Akuma has been so solid, just frustrating Psycho time after time until he finally baits him into a jump, and he was big chilling, waiting, and he DPs his way to victory. Well done for Team Storm. That's going to spell the end for them at SFL. They are done. Their bracket is over. Their final record has been determined, and I'm pretty sure they have clinched themselves a top 3 place.
Yeah, that is actually correct. When we take a look at the standings, we did have, I believe in the beginning we saw Inferno at the top,
yes,
Gale at 2nd, and then Storm at 3rd. So considering how Gale does later in this week's episode, we will see how it kind of fluctuates. They are going to be playing Inferno, so that's something you could look forward to. But let's take a look at how it went down before we get a little ahead of ourselves, right? Psycho off to a great start, had Samurai on lock with that 1 command grab, but again, that last second break and that unfortunate circumstance for Psycho getting grounded on the overhead check.
And what a way for Team Storm to end their Street Fighter League. Well, the beginning part of it, right before the mid-season championships, we have Samurai once again clutching it out for his team, right? He's done so well for Team Storm. Despite not being the captain, he's come through time and time again, clutched it out time and time again. Incredible stuff. And you can see the updated standings as we have right here.
Wow.
Team Inferno in 1st place with Punk at the head, of course. Team Storm overall 7-3, leapfrogs in 2nd place. Team Gale versus Team Inferno is our last match today, so y'all be seeing that a little bit later. We got Team Frost in 4th, still with a chance to make it into that top 4, of course, since they're in that position. And Team Spirit as well with a loss there. That's going to be real tough for them to get in that upper echelon now. And of course, Toy on Team Psycho at 6th place.
We still have 2 different timelines that could happen, Ringe. The top 4 teams are still trying to get their final placings here at Street Fighter League. But before we get into our second match, we actually have to talk about how Team Storm is feeling now that they're completely done with the run. Rip is on standby with Team Storm.
Thank you, Vision. I am here with Team Storm. Vision, I see, I'm sorry. Vicious, of course. You guys, of course, just qualified for the midseason championships. You guys are guaranteed a top 4 finish now. How do you guys feel?
Feels good, man. Feels good. Actually winning a set with my birdie. Oh my God. It It's been so long, but finally got one. Got one under the belt.
You know, you actually won more. I thought you were going to get the next guy, too. I was like, dude, he's going. He's on a streak right now. This birdie's coming through. So at least now you have the birdie in case, you know, when you come to the midseason championships, they start banning that lord, the birdie's going to be stronger. And, of course, Samurai, you are ridiculous. You know, pulling through the match with Justin there. Very scary at first. What were your adaptations?
I just took it slower, and I felt like I'm going to play your game, but even better.
Wow, so outplaying Justin Wong at his own game. Anything you want to say there, Classico?
Yo, I have two of the best team members. It's all about mentality, and we're just going to only get better. We're going to work hard, and we're going to win it.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Team Storm qualify for the midseason championships. Best of luck to you guys there, and back to the desk.
I'm so glad Idam is finally cracking a smile after a post-game interview that didn't involve like a Laura victory. He's just like, I did it, guys. I told you week after week, come see this birdie, and it came through fruition. He pulled it. He pulled the W.
Yeah, and I mean, that's going to be an incredible experience for him going forward in CBT and beyond, right? The fact that he's gotten so much practice at high level with this birdie is going to allow him to pull this out in matchups that he's going to feel more confident than his Laura in, right? So incredible performance from all of Team Storm, incredible performance as well from Team Spirit. That's going to be the end of their journey as well, right? They're going to be wrapping up at 3-7 while Team Storm is at 7-3. But next up, we are going to have Team Psycho up against Team Frost. Of course, Team Psycho at about 1-8 right now, so you know, not looking too hot. But Team Frost definitely needs this W, right? Team Psycho can play spoiler. Team Frost trying to stay alive, trying to get that even record, and we're going to see if they're going to be able to do it right after this break.
Still my heart, and you stay the coming end.
Do you struggle to find happiness? Do you get the feeling there's something greater for you? There is.
Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the police station.
Anybody here?
I don't like the sound of that.
We're getting out of here. Leon!
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. They're secretly making bioweapons.
Count me in.
Available now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Rated M for mature.
And we're back here at Street Fighter League, the finale of the Pro US Season 1. We're just about to get started with our second team battle of the week. Ringe, it's coming down to a very, very close call here. You see on the current standings, you have Team Inferno still in first. Storm bumping over Team Gale, getting second right now, but still, Gale has to play. They still have their game awaiting, and they're sitting in third, while Team Frost is queuing up in fourth. Team Spirit, you just saw what happened with Samurai and them. Justin Wong couldn't clutch it out, staying in fifth. And then we have up next Team Psycho in sixth, ready to show it out.
Precisely. So we have the head-to-head matchup here. You can see Team Psycho losing the head-to-head battle, of course, Nephew and Team Frost at the 4-5 record, 20 matches won, 48 games won. They definitely have the advantage going into this, but despite that, I feel like Team Frost at this point in the standings are pretty much locked into fourth place, right? With the loss of Team Spirit, they're not going to be a real threat to them anymore. And with the victory from Team Storm, again, they're going to be solidifying their spot in at least top 3.
Yeah, so Team Frost is looking absolutely solid right now. No pun intended, right? In their current standings, they still have to go up against the likes of Team Psycho, who've still really retained their spirit in general. They're still amping each other up each and every battle. But I kind of want another player insight to see how they would assume the player order and the potential bans. And Rip, hopefully he gets both our names right this time. As we throw it to him, he's awaiting with an interview.
Thank you very much, Vicious. I am here with the best player in the season, the MVP of the season, Mr. Broly Legs. How you doing?
It's MVP Legs, Rip. Get it right.
MVP Legs beside me here. Of course, we're going to be talking a little bit of strategy here. This are Team Frost and Team Psycho. Of course, the standings already. Team Frost probably locked in there. Team Psycho, you actually got a win against them last time around. What do you think that you do for the bans?
Well, I mean, I think since it's really not as serious as it should be, I say, winner takes all. Let them loose. Let everyone loose, right? I mean, that's what I would do. Let Toy finally breathe. That man wants to breathe that psycho power one time. So I think I would give it to him, but who knows what they're gonna do?
Exactly. So you're saying free Bison is what I'm hearing. And then what about from the other side? Last time around they banned the Colleen.
No, ban Colleen. We don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see Colleen. Nobody wants to see G. But I think it should be just a fun match. So let everyone show what they can do. This is their time to shine, and I think it'll be great to see them all play their characters.
Of course, and you still have a match later on today. Your team is going to be playing Team Gale to try to secure and hold on to your first place position. How do you feel about that, and which player on that team do you want to go up against?
It's definitely a tough match. Team Gale is pretty much our rival. They beat us the first time around, and so we definitely are actually in the lab. We're actually practicing. I can see the seriousness in Punk. I would love to play against Rob. He thinks he's good. He thinks he's Hollywood. He's not. He doesn't even deserve to be here. He doesn't even deserve to be on this stage. He doesn't deserve to be even in my presence. All right? I don't even want to hear it. I will cook him with no hands, and I will season him up right to second place.
You heard it here first. Broly Legs gonna take out Rob. Hopefully the play order works out that way. Back over there to Vision and Binge.
I'm sorry?
All right, Rip. I see how it is. This is the type of game he's going to play.
Yeah, I mean, so Dip with the interview. Really, really solid interview there with MVP Legs, as you mentioned it. Again, it's going to be Team Frost versus Team Psycho. At this point, seeing how they've solidified their placing so far, they should just go for a dead ban and just let their mains rock all across the board.
Oh, yeah? You think so? Maybe. I think
both of them just ban Cody.
ban Cody?
Yeah.
All right,
Cody and Blanca.
Cody and Kage.
Okay.
Cody and Kage.
All right, well, I mean, we don't know how it's going to work out. I mean, they know what their standings are. Mm-hmm. It's already solidified, as we mentioned earlier. But we do have Dip back with the team captains to get those answers. Dip?
Thank you very much, Vision. Here we go. I'm here with the team captains, of course. How do you guys already know everything that's going on here. Who do you want to ban?
So this time we're going to ban Mika. We're going to let the Bison free.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're sure about this. Yeah, we're sure about this.
The Bison is going to be free. How do you feel about that? So, okay, or like that. All right. Boom.
Let's go. We out. Y'all been locked up for 11 weeks, fam. I'm free. Let's go. Let's run it. We're banning Nikali.
Nikali, they can leave your Colleen free too? All right.
Yeah,
but I mean, that is this.
I want it to be, a fair fight. I want him to be at full power once we meet if the order is matching. So I would like a fair fight.
All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. What kind of order do you want to see here?
So I definitely want to fight Toy too. But our order is going to be me and then up to Snuff and then Dual Kevin.
All right. So we got Nephew, up to Snuff, and then Dual Kevin. How about for you guys?
It's going to be Tay-Tay, JK, yours truly.
All right, so you're going to anchor with the Bison. Can't wait to see it all go down. Let's send it back to the desk with Vicious and Ringe.
I'm glad that Rip's got himself together during the final week of SFL and pronouncing our names properly. As we got the Bison, the Psycho Power has been unleashed. Toy's finally going to get to play his main after so many weeks, getting banned out time and time again on Team Psycho. And he wants that Colleen up against Nephew, but that's not how the player order is working out, right? We got Toy in the anchor position for his team, while we got Nephew running point for Team Frost.
We finally get to see the Psycho Power unleashed from the team captain with Toy, and again, Nephew setting himself up to bat, fully unleashed Colleen, and they actually went for that Armika, or they got their Armika ban. So that being said, let's get on with the matches after this break.
This is the path of my destiny.
Dare you challenge the king?
This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
Welcome back to Street Fighter League. My name is Vicious, here with Ringe. We are at team battle number 2. It's all coming together now. We do have Team Frost going up against Team Psycho, and Ringe was really happy about that. He was just excited. He couldn't hold it in, and you know what? Me neither. Because these guys finally get to play completely unleashed, or at least Toy gets to. 11 weeks of being locked up.
Yeah. Chakotay actually getting the Mika band out here in the final week. No sweet endings for him. He's going to have to go with the G, the president, up against Nephew, Captain Colleen.
Captain Colleen is it's a pretty catchy name, actually. I like that. Absolute Zero, the trigger 2, that's the one to pay attention to, as he's been making it work so well for him, and it speaks volumes as to how strong Colleen is as a character. Once she gets it activated, her mobility is increased, her range is drastically increased.
Full screen tick throws, like who has that?
And so is her damage output, right? Being able to do the dash punch twice over.
All right, and we got Chakotay going with the common secondary we've seen here at Street Fighter League, right? The G. Obviously, you activate that V trigger, and everybody has the neutral. He's got to get there first, though.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how Chakotay adapts to using a lot of normals to kind of play that neutral game, as he doesn't have access to a lot of the command grab setups. No Nadeshko to tag him in, but Nephew, this is his main character, man. And this is his secondary on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. This is Heavily skewed in Nephew's favor, ends it with everything is evil and takes the first round.
He's about to go from nephew to uncle. Here we go. Getting the first round on the board for game one.
Gonna make Chakotay scream uncle, I'll tell you that much.
I wouldn't doubt it. Just out of range of that medium kick. He understands the range that G wants to play at. Yeah, he gets to punish that. It's a little bit too close. And with just base form G.
Oh, counter hit as well. Chakotay just trying to find his way out. It crossed up and landed on the same side. This looked like an unblockable from previous iterations of Street Fighter.
I'm still taken aback by it. I'm still trying to interpret that in my brain. Yeah, he found the gap. I like that a lot. No, doesn't check again.
Oh yeah, I thought he was going to. Didn't want to eat that hail damage. And if you got the knockdown in the corner here, Chakotay just getting all the pressure put on him. Reverses with a roundhouse and activates the nooch. Let's go. You got more V skills on deck. You can use them. You can also use the EX Rush Punch low. I guess he doesn't have to use EX now that he's in maximum precedent.
Oh, don't do that.
Not even gonna get the opportunity.
Not my day.
Up to Snuff just sitting there. Yes. Very sad that he can't play Nikali. I understand, I understand.
I like the subtle golf clap. He's like, all right, well done.
He can't get too excited.
Fight. All right, into game number 2. A very, very quick 2-0 round there from Nephew, and still pressing the buttons even after Parabellum. Wasn't even his turn.
Yeah, he's definitely preying on Chakotay's lack of experience on G right now. And then he gets the crush counter on the Fierce. You already know Parabellum on fire.
Dash it twice. Yeah, to kind of cover afterwards. Oh, the roundhouse doesn't even want to wait for the second one to hit. Extend the combo and the corner carry. Let's look at the damage on the top left of your screen.
Oh, doesn't go with the command grab after the stand medium punch he does, though.
Oh, sit him down. Command grab again.
Right back at you.
Oh, he dropped it. That could have been the stun, and that could have been the round. Here comes Nephew. Parabellum. Nope, backs it up. Gets an icicle drop. Nice block from Chakotay.
Yeah, I was looking for the empty low there. Oh, dang. Just going with the low rush punch directly into super. That's a round for Chakotay.
Confirms there from the young man. He's got that G on deck. But one thing. No longer has critical art, no resources. We know how powerful G can get with those resources, but maybe he can get himself past base form G, get himself powered up with that presidentiality level, and get some real work done.
Yeah, because we all know, right, the EX, when it comes to G's moves, that gives him like the maximum presidency version of those moves, so meter is incredibly valuable. Oh, wow, that stand jab, blow it up the splash, and then you have the hail coming out on the other side. You're just going to be forced to block, even if you interrupt.
Yeah, just uses that as an activation route. That far, or that roundhouse extends pretty far out there, forcing Nephew to block, but still, Chakotay might be looking for a robbery, and he does so with the jump fierce.
So much damage. Oh, he missed time with the fireball, and now Chakotay is in trouble.
Oh, we tried to go for the instant air normal again. Back to back, low dash punch, critical art finishes.
All right.
That's godlike, bro.
You know, I don't feel comfortable with that. With Frost, Team Frost are like, yeah, that was actually kind of sick. Okay, all right.
Well, it's cracking me up, right? Because Chakotay is not going like low rush punch in a V skill when he has maximum presidency. Like, that's not even on his mind. Nope. He's like, I gotta wait till I get my critical art so I can do my low rush punch directly into super.
I respect it, honestly. It's pretty sick. He's got great reactions and great confirms to go with it.
All right, gonna try to work the zoning game once again. Oh, roundhouse gets the crush counter. Neji's got to tighten it up now.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe you would have tried to contest. Icicle drop to try to get a command grab started. You saw it in between that gap. Nephew, keep it tight, rock bottom. Check with the stand strong Parabellum, too far out to punish. Crouch strong afterwards. Get the sweep, activation, side switch.
Oh, he just gets the medium stand medium push. Doesn't allow him to go to the basic BMB here. Oh, he got it this time. Oh, yeah, since you're allowed to cancel specials into specials in V-Trigger 1 right there, he uses the fireball, wants it to whiff intentionally, and then cancels it into the command throw. Interesting setup. That's why he missed the first time.
Yeah, there was a little slight hesitation there, but now he's getting into the groove of it. But that puts Psycho in a very interesting position now. They are at match point against their team, the team captain of Team Frost.
Ooh, whiff punish. That nephew is tired of those games. He doesn't like getting hit by the cheeky setups.
Man, that's a gang again. Okay, nephew finally waking up a little bit. He's like, I'm going to give you less chances here. I'm just going to suppress you. Don't even try it. Uh-oh. It doesn't matter if V-Trigger is active. It's not your choice.
Oh, he gets out of there with the EX Vanity step. Blows up the flip kick attempt, and now we're going to the final round.
Final round. Fight.
You know, nephew, not expecting him to work this hard up against Chakotay's G, but this is a real player right here.
He's still having fun with it. I am paying attention to the player cam. He is like smiling and chuckling at some of these instances. Oh, big punish. Okay. Another big punish. Light it up. Good amount of damage. Gets that pushback as well. Stand Fierce. I don't know if he wanted to go for the level up or not, but either way, he gets it. All right, gets that combo into the icicle. No quick rise there from Chakotay. Doesn't want to eat the icicle mix-up.
Tries for the rear reversal after the block. Does it again. Oh, tries for the EX. Doesn't catch him off guard this time.
Oh, the grab. Yeah, the grab to kind of stutter in the air and get that side switch at the last second. Chakotay didn't see it coming. Ooh,
trying to commit a rush punch low again.
He gave it away. Nephew was just like, all right, well, okay, I guess that's how you feel, huh?
Is that your favorite move, though?
Oh, yeah. Now I got to make sure the shoe's tight. You know what I mean?
Big fan.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Chakotay making sure, checking the ankles of nephew, see that they're protected. The shoes are tied nice and tight, and nephew going to take his spot at the back of the queue while Chakotay's SFL life is pretty much over.
Let's take a look at how it went down between Chakotay and nephew. It was still down to the wire, right? Despite Chakotay not having to play any sort of secondary throughout the entirety of Street Fighter League, brought it pretty close to one of the most dangerous players here.
Now nephew going to get the stun here in the corner. Right to the spin kick, of course. Yeah, got caught backdashing right there, and then the EX Vanity step blows that up and sealed the deal for nephew right there. So he was able to put a W on the board for Team Frost, while Chakotay falls for Team Psycho. But it's all right. Toy's still in the back with the Psycho power, bringing up the anchor. But for now, we're gonna get Just the Kid and the Jury coming up next.
Oh, that was nasty. You missed that jump setup that nephew has been doing. Actually, that's the second time only we've seen it where he would jump over the body very last second, get the grab, and switch to the other side, keeping it ambiguous. And as I mentioned before, if she just does a normal jump, she lands in the front.
Yeah.
So you really have to pay attention to that timing. But we're probably never going to see that again. But who knows? Up to snuff now on deck. No Nakali. Maybe Akuma.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe Birdie, maybe G, maybe some of the popular secondaries we've seen here. But it looks like Akuma is going to be the pick.
I'm sorry.
Just the Kid hovering over Ibuki. Up to snuff is shaking his head. I mean, he's like, you don't want to pick that against me, fam. Yeah, go to your main. Even with the Akuma.
Man, that was the most disdain I've ever seen on Up to Snuff's face. He even had the upper lip, just like, no, man.
Yeah.
Nope.
He's like, you gotta show the people what you're made of. Show them this Jury. Don't show them this secondary Ibuki. So we go 1-0 in terms of the team battle record for Team Frost. And if you seal the victory for his team.
And I am a fan of Just the Kid's Jury, but I'm not a fan of how he plays rock, paper, scissors. That's for sure. Up to snuff, low forward, didn't really hit the mark. He still followed through with Tatsu.
Yeah, Just the Kid definitely uses techniques that are banned from Rochambeau tournaments in NA, I'll tell you that.
Going with this pinwheel pressure is Just the Kid, getting a little bit of damage. And I like that anti-air side switch. Yeah, Stand Fierce. Great anti-air choice, activation round. And he's so deadly once he gets his activation going.
And we'll see up to snuff. Weather the storm. Nice frame trap right there. Just ending it with the Stand Fierce. Oh! Imagine to miss like 2 ships in the night.
Gets the front throw. Keeps him in place. A little bit of V-trigger left. He has to stand and take it.
Oh, with EX! Went through the fireballs up to snuff. Not expecting that. Just kind of walked into it.
He's not over yet. V-trigger coming in.
Oh, he actually caught him.
Plus frames. Back-to-back crouch strongs. That looks really similar. I feel like he's done the same thing to Samurai.
Yeah.
There was one instance where he saw a jump fireball landing on the other side and took Samurai out.
And then he punishes the fireball landing right there as well. Catches him with the crouch light kick. Again, just pestering up to Snuff Sakuma right now. Has him locked in this corner, trying to fireball his way out.
And I like the space that Just Kid's playing at. He's not trying to poke or counter poke. He's just trying to force up his stuff to probably jump out. But surprisingly enough, switch sides, stand fierce buffer again from Just a Kid.
Aria is definitely going to combo off that fireball. Tries for the pinwheel once more. Put some pressure on up the stuff.
Cool. Yes, sir.
That's such a clean answer to Akuma's air fireball game.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it, yeah.
I'm going to need Chakotay to roll a performance check on that. Good job, man.
I can appreciate that. They're still having fun here at Street Fighter League. They're really trying to end it out with a bang with their best characters, other than Snuff. Just playing Kuma, right? Yeah. But yeah, Just a Kid really trying to show what Jury is made of, and I think he's done a fantastic job of really exhibiting this character.
Absolutely.
Anti-air, yeah. Crouch fierce this time. Such a great button in general with Jury.
Yeah, trying to bait out a throw here, walking back up to Snuff, not giving it to him, just weathering.
Nice block, and good understanding of that situation. Crouch strong, you're not going to press a button, so what are you going to do? Use the mobility to create the space from you, or away from Akuma.
Yeah, just backdash after blocking those crouch medium punches, but again, a range where Jury can excel. Jump over again, yeah, no crosscut uppercut from up to Snuff here.
Does get a back throw and a side switch as well. Into this corner, another throw. Crouch strong situation. There's no backdashing out of this one.
Yeah. Oh, but he jumps the forward fierce, and that's going to result in a punish and a match point for Just a Kid.
Round 2.
Up to Snuff has 2 bars on deck, trying to get back into it, but that jump fireball completely whiffed as Just a Kid meets him in the middle.
Very interesting choice when Just a Kid goes airborne. I feel like he just knows the angles when he could avoid the trajectory of that air fireball, medium air to air. Really on point with that this entire season.
Waking up with the 2 jabs, confirms it into EX as well. Now the back throw. Just a Kid, nice and meaty as well, just in case other stuff wanted to get froggy on the wake up.
Crouch fierce setup.
The trigger 1 available for Just a Kid as well. You know he's planning on activating it. There it is. Gets it on hit as well, so he gets full combo.
Ooh!
Sweep from long distance, able to interrupt.
Oh, I got that. That air to air, he's like, yeah, sit down.
Oh, he's going to confirm in the critical R, and that will be it. 2-0 for Just a Kid, and Team Psycho puts themselves on the board with that Jury victory. So good stuff to Just a Kid, holding on, maintaining hope.
You know who's up next, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know who's up next, right?
Now I do, because I looked over there.
Oh, yeah. It's time.
It's time. The Psycho Power is about to be unleashed. You can see the captain of the team, who has gotten locked up all throughout Street Fighter League, finally gets to play his character, gets to play that Bison, and is going to be going up against Dual Kevin's Rashid.
100% in the discussion for top 3 Bisons in the nation.
Oh, yeah.
Toy finally gets to play. And I wonder how active he's going to be verbally and in-game while he stunts his M. Bison for the first time.
And you know he wants to play against that nephew Colleen. He said it himself, right? So he's got to get past Dual Kevin. The nephew can sit back down and they can get their matches. But until then, not so much.
We're presenting right here. All right, family. I got you, my brother. You feel me though? I want you to do that every time you get a question. I do. Oh, you do? I said, all right, I'll just kill me. Do they?
Of course, Dual Kevin, coming from the worlds he comes from, is no stranger to trash talk, no stranger to pop-offs. We'll see. Oh,
they have his costume.
Let's go.
That's what Toy is exclaiming. They have my costume.
They've had your costume all this time and you couldn't use it.
I didn't say that. Don't look at me. didn't say that.
I'm sorry. I'm actually a huge fan of Toys Bison. I'm glad we're finally going to be able to see it.
Both of us here at the desk, definitely huge fans. And we finally get to see it against the likes of Dual Kevin. I don't even know if he's ever played against Toys Bison. He's going to get that first-person experience of a lifetime he'll never let go and cherish. And it can only happen through the likes of Street Fighter League. US Season 1. Here we go. All jokes aside, first game between these two, Toy Unleashed.
And of course, Dual Kevin representing Midwest. Midwest came out heavy for Street Fighter League. See if he can put on for his territory. Got Toy, of course, on the M. Bison. Already back into the corner, though. Rashid looking good. Are we going to big up this Bison just for it to get washed? I hope not.
I hope not either, man, because it's going to make us look really bad.
Hard forward Fierce. Yeah, you can see a lot of respect being shown from Dual Kevin. This reversal out, but then he gets crush counter on the other side. Psycho Axe in the building already.
Oh, big time counter hit conversion off the stand jab. Same side. I like the escape option from Dual Kevin. Stun not a factor. EX spinning mixer, however.
Whoa, that was real weird. And the whiffing on the spinning mixer. I guess the Psycho Axe just moved his hurt box back a little bit. Either way, maybe it was just a mistimed spinning mixer.
Oh, meaningless. Give me that. It's mine. I like the range Toy's playing at. And granted, the speed of Bison just inching his way forward little by little. But when you blink and he dashes up, it could be over. Whoop. Okay, nice. Crouch jab to stuff the startup of that Psycho Axe, which could leave Bison at +1.
Oh, and
nice
there
and easy.
he is. Yeah, just puts out the jab right there. Not even his 3-frame run, right? That's a 4-frame jab. And he's managing to quell Dual Kevin's horizontal pressure with it.
Ooh, firing away with that crouch fierce. Got the crush counter, damage, and the corner carry as well. Putting him on lockdown once again.
Yeah, maybe the crouch Fierce. Oh, he just tries for a stand. Fierce thought he had some room to breathe there. Well, yeah, Dual Kevin's still going to get the anti-air, but Toy escapes the corner. He's willing to take that. Oh, no, it wasn't even a counter hit.
Sit him down. Plus frames. Oh, yeah, he's trying to test with the roundhouse afterwards.
Exactly right. That Psycho Axe is only 1 frame. The stand roundhouse has significant startup, so you can definitely interrupt. You see Toy trying to switch it up again.
If he's trying to catch a medium-sized button with that roundhouse after the +1 Psycho Axe, right? It would be a huge opener and a ton of damage. Okay, no conversion off the jump strong. We usually see JB follow up with Eagle Spike. Dual Kevin might have missed it.
Crush counter with the roundhouse. Kinshasa in the building. Wakes up with a low forward. Thought Toy was going to be going for a shimmy right there. Trying to catch the walk back. That's quite the read from Dual Kevin. He has CA on deck.
Swipe it. Stand fierce.
Spin mix. Doesn't respect it afterwards.
Nice grab.
What a tech from Toy right there.
Ooh. Uh-oh. You might, yeah, Dual Kevin might have gone for the critical art afterwards. Great V reversal there from Toy. Uh-oh.
So that actually gives, Toy clutches it out with a low forward. So that V reversal, the gray life that Dual Kevin got from that, brought him very close to V-trigger. And then that little crouch short that he got, he actually got a second V-trigger at the end there. But yeah, I don't think he was just aware, or it was a little bit too late in terms of working that into the game plan to get it out.
I think his eyes were on the sights of trying to get that chip damage mostly off that critical art, so he might have been a little bit tunnel vision there.
Yeah, that's definitely the perfect way to describe it. Psycho Axe after the V reversal as well. That's a good choice from Toy, just making Dual Kevin block. Building up that gray life. Some of the best gray life building in the business comes from Bison.
Oh yeah, being able to put himself in a scenario that's at advantage multiple times, it really adds up too. He plays such great spacing with his normals. The spacing game is pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah, with 2 heavy normals being plus on block, right? That's huge amounts of gray life just being incurred by the opponent.
That's one of them.
Yep, the Psycho Axe.
Back to back.
You can see already significant amounts of gray life starting to build up on the side of Dual Kevin. Nice spinning mixer though. Exposes the Psycho Blast setup.
A lot more patience coming from Dual Kevin. Not trying to play the counter poke game at all. He's actually playing a lot more whirlwind shots to kind of go off of those plays called. Oh, okay, wait.
Dual Kevin waking up with a stand shot. Oh, spinning mixer as he lands. Doesn't even get anti-aired by it, but Toy went with empty jump shenanigans, and Dual Kevin blows it up.
Yeah, he might have had like a slight error there because he did explain he was just, like as soon as he got that neutral jump jab. I don't think he wanted that at all. Oh, he's contesting it.
I like that. Toy has been abusing it, right? After the Psycho Axe, he goes into the stand roundhouse, which is also +3 on block. He's just bullying him, so Dual Kevin no longer about that life.
Got the short hit. Dual Kevin wasn't ready for the throw. One more for stun.
Yeah, and Dual Kevin had a bet, right? It was either throw or normal at that point. You were going to get stunned either way, and he guesses wrong. Toy bringing it back and putting himself on match point.
Final round.
Really excellent lead here for Toy. Again, at match point, does have one bar. Not going to be really using it. Maybe as an approach, EX ball. No, okay, he's going to dash up and take his time against Dual Kevin. On the other hand, has full critical art, whirlwind shot, and I like that. Using the EX stomp for the projectile invulnerability.
Precisely, manages to get out of the whirlwind pressure because of it. Oh, trying for the EX Cycle Blast.
I like that conversion. Stand strong, move forward into the Eagle Spike. Again, a ton of damage and that carry as well. Whirlwind shot, keep it down, lock. Nice conversion off the forward strong. Bring him back to the corner.
Oh, yeah, V reversal. Dual Kevin trying to get that stun going, but Toy gonna prevent that.
Woo.
Able to successfully drain that stun bar after the V reversal.
Dual Kevin back to that counter poking mentality. He does have the life lead to make those kinds of exchanges, but if Toy opens up with a crush counter, it's gonna be a gang of damage incoming. Don't let him clip you. Here we go. Toy in that range, that optimal range where he wants to play at. Down forward fierce. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Plus frames afterwards. Great awareness. V reversals out. I like that idea from Dual Kevin.
Super smart from Dual Kevin. He's going to have the corner because of it as well. Gets clipped by the stand fierce, but it was in the air, so Psycho Blast does not connect. In the stand strong. Gets the counter hit and ties up the set 1-1. Man, it's great. If y'all didn't know about Dual Kevin playing Street Fighter before Street Fighter League, you definitely know now.
And it's quite a statement, too. He's got... Hold on.
As you can see. One more, Kev. Come on, you got this.
Kev, I heard Kev talk about the Bison with the superior range. Is that something I heard?
Yeah, something along the lines of that. And he's like, as you can see.
Yeah, he's trying to big up his victory right here. He's like, it's not even my main game. This is my main character, but I don't play this much as Toy. This Bison has a better matchup against Rashid. Trying to big up his victory. I see him. I see him.
I respect it. He's here for a reason, right? He got voted in by his community. And want to back it. He does have the skills. He's been really putting in the work. Again, if there were an MVP choice, it would actually go down to the wire between him and Samurai, honestly. Samurai, again, with a ton of wins, but Kevin's Rashid has just been excellent throughout the entirety of Street Fighter League.
Been a strong teammate as well. Been quick to give advice and to give more support to his teammates. Of course, Dual Kevin has the corner up against Toy once more. Toy again, poking out with these stand fierces, recognizing the range that Dual Kevin's a little bit too far to press his light buttons. So he goes with the big buttons and takes his turn back.
And keeping it tight with the strings after the Psycho Axe now, he's throwing in the stand shorts to kind of throw off Dual Kevin to make sure he doesn't press a button like that again to contest him after the string. He wants this pressure, he needs to maintain it. Okay, he's still back to pressing the buttons. Toy didn't actually respond with his.
No. Yeah, Toy, of course, that stand light kick with Bison is 3 frames, so if he follows that up from the Psycho Axe, you literally can't interrupt it unless you have something invincible.
And if it is a counter hit, he can go into a route to get extra damage and link it into a combo. But, you know, Dual Kevin not afraid. You have to really set him down and be like, I'm willing to do this string over and over again. You better respect my button. Force that respect out of Kevin.
Again, now just applying the pressure. EX scissors. Yeah, that's going to be plus frames, so he just dashes to the other side. Had that V-trigger one active. Now it is gone. However, whip punishes from Toy. Couldn't quite finish the job. Dual Kevin still surviving. And we all know whiff throws in Street Fighter V are +2. We all know this.
Don't flinch when you see a whiff throw. Just back away. Just back away. I think it's only with Bison, though, because, you know, honestly, Bison having one of the furthest throw ranges, his back throw specifically, look it up, man. I'm telling you, that thing is far.
And Dual Kevin got caught reaching right there. Toy managed to whiff punish the throw and put himself on match point yet again.
Dual Kevin sitting on full critical art. You could expect a whirlwind shot, an EX version, to kind of start his offense if Toy decides to back up a little bit.
Dual Kevin continuing to wake up with the buttons, testing Toy's media game. He's like, you rusty on this Bison, dog. You haven't gotten to play it for 10 weeks.
It's felt like an eternity for us here.
Well, you see it. Toy even putting out the preemptive roundhouse just in case Dual Kevin tries to come in with a spinning mixer or anything like that.
+1. Gray Life definitely adding up. Great block there from Toy. Super ambiguous. It could have been an eagle spike. We've seen that time and time again with Rashid. He could have spent the bar to use the eagle spike.
That was a sick. Oh! Toy! This more. All right, well, Toy, a little bit excited there.
Don't pull a shine, man. Come on. It's too late for that.
You already did pull it. Go to the back. All right, yeah. All right, so we're gonna put Toy on timeout real quick as he's brings out some moronic tendencies. It's all right, my man. It's all right. He's on Team Psycho. He's captain, so we couldn't have predicted any of his actions either way. Toy very excited to have his Bison unleash and pick up the W. As we take a look at how that happened.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That was, I mean, okay, all jokes aside, that was quite the pop-off. You could tell how excited he was to get this W.
Yeah, most definitely. And Dual Kevin made him work for it, right? Despite Toy getting his main. Oh, that was so sick, though. I can't.
Was it? Was it?
It wasn't.
Was it?
It wasn't.
It was like scissor kick, and then I'm just gonna make my way through again. Spend the meter. It was sick. It was sick. I'm totally kidding.
I think the EX Devils reverse after that was pretty dang good.
It's a really good move.
The pop off afterwards.
That was great. The pop off was great. See, we have boom.
oh, he grabbed his mouth. Oh,
it flipped over the monitor.
Yeah, how do you be upset after that? Dual Kevin enjoying his time at SFL just like everybody else. Now you get a live shot of Toy. Checking to see if the sound still works.
That's how you know it's a sturdy headset. That's a sturdy headset if I ever see one. He touchdown spiked that thing, and it still works.
All right. Let's all get ourselves collected as we continue with this team battle. It's going to be Nephew up against not Toy, because Just the Kid is still alive. He did get that W with Jury. So we're getting that matchup first. It's going to be Colleen going up for Captain of Team Frost, Nephew. You already know his signature character is available as Team Psycho did ban up to Snuffs Nikali.
That's right, yeah. So the lone member, the team captain, putting them on his back. That's really all I have to say about that.
Yeah, team backpack, you know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you. Yeah, so they're still sitting nice and pretty in 4th place in the current standings right now. So they're really just trying to play their best at this point.
Show off their skills because regardless, win or lose, Team Frost does secure 4th place. Just the Kid, of course, getting some high-level experience up against this Colleen.
Yeah, and the way they play afterwards, despite knowing the standings, they still want to play. They're such contenders at heart. They want to understand the matchup even more. And this is the only experience they really get to get an offline experience, right?
That's the thing.
Offline environment, excuse me.
When it comes to fighting games and esports, it's an endless grind, right? So you take whatever you can get, whatever tournament experience you can, and you make the most of it. That's what these guys are about.
And Just the Kid, yeah, you see a little bit of an adaptation here, or just a difference in his jury play where he's picking different activation routes to keep it less ambiguous, less telegraphed, if anything. I do like the character herself. Jury is a very, very underrated character, in my opinion.
At the back throw, you can see him. Just the Kid actually wigging with a power button right there to stuff the attempt. Ooh, anti-air as well. We've seen that work out time and time again.
Her hat has a hitbox on it. Even Snuff pointed at the screen and was like, where did that hit? I saw you, I know.
The red thing with the boxes.
He's like, I'm glad I'm not that guy. I'm glad I don't have to fight against this monstrosity right here. Colleen is a problem, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Nephew already got Just the Kid in the corner here. Oh, but Just the Kid slyly works his way out, but then a crush counter, that's rough. EX Parabellum afterwards. Ended with a push to the corner right here. Just to get staying disciplined though. No buttons back. Uses the EX into the activate. Wow, challenge from Nephew right there. Just the Kid just bulldogging him.
Vanity step out, checked him with the low forward afterwards. Thought he was going to get some sort of close range combat. No, sir. Stuffed him. Crouch fierce. Other side.
Oh, yeah, exactly, right. Since he activated the V-Trigger too, he had the ability to cross under right there. Just the Kid not looking forward, and Nephew rides that momentum to a W.
Good.
I looked right at range too when it activated. I said other side.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing, right? That enhanced dash of Colleen in the V-Trigger too. Even when you're like, oh, I mean, it would take a lot for her to get to the other side of me.
No, not at all.
No, not when she has access to V-Trigger 2. She's going to be there in an instant.
Yeah, enhanced mobility all the way to the top tier. No, I'm totally kidding. Enhanced mobility really makes a huge difference for the likes of Colleen because she does have extended range and damage off of those ice hands, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, ice hands, it's actually her punch normals that do have extended range.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Not only does she get this a quick dash that allows her to close the distance, but all these normals also have extended range, making her tougher to compete against in the mid-range.
To be fair, in base form, her range is kind of iffy. Yeah. Like her big buttons, Fierce, it is cancelable. It does have a good hitbox on it, but still like roundhouse and whatnot. It's
yeah, only with the V-Trigger, right? Like we saw here.
Yeah.
Oh man, but Just the Kid cannot escape. Ooh, just
he sure can. He sure can.
Excuse me, meets him in the middle with the air throw. Now we got the STO nephew on match point up against Just the Kid.
What is STO range? I've never mentioned that twice.
STO, it's a wrestling move. Yeah. It looks similar to her forward throw. Yeah. Oh, everything is evil. Also the name for an STO.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice air throw.
And I like this check from Nephew. Oh, the stand, Fierce. We wanted to see if Just the Kid was kind of gonna fight back with normals. He got stuff on his backdash 2 times over, caught low, but here comes Just the Kid. No activation just yet. Back throw. Let's keep him contained. Oh!
We definitely containing Jury right now, that's for sure. Oh! Wait a minute. Colleen contained now. Doesn't get caught flinching. He V-Trigger activates.
Oh, the roundhouse clipped him. You see how she wound up that bad boy? She turned around, spun, and flicked it. That was great work from Just the Kid. Great reactions.
Yeah, that was sick. The hard call out. He knew he wanted to close the distance. Made him pay for it. Oh, the stand medium kicks back to back to back.
Oh, okay, that was a little difficult. He did a vanity step, dashed up right before she landed.
Get forward throw, put him to the ground. Oh, and then the stand light kick, parabellum behind it. Just the Kid is stunned off the armbar.
Let it snow.
Oh, reset. He just resets him with the forward throw. Oh!
You gotta be kidding. Yo, Nephew, look at his face. He's like, man, I'm sick.
That's a young man's reactions right there.
What you mean? I don't like
I wouldn't like him either. Just the Kid. That was mean. Yo, the reactions on Nephew, that was pretty good.
I can't believe it. That was sick. I didn't even look at the screen. I heard the boom, and I looked at Nephew's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Team Psycho in disbelief.
I'm sick. Nephew is godlike.
He saw that yellow flash. He was one frame. He
Nephew
Get
is
off me.
Godlike, man.
Robot.
Right. He's a robot?
That was definitely.
Is that what that is?
That was definitely some advanced AI right there. So we got the replay. We're definitely going to be taking a look at that at the end. Don't you worry. But we got to find out how we got there first, right, Nephew? Nice reset right there off the air punch. Survived that, makes up enough for long. Then Nephew getting these crush counter Fierces time and time again.
The way he's playing. 10-star difficulty for sure.
Yeah, man. Reading all the inputs.
Oh, and I like this exchange. Yeah, again, Just the Kid. Yeah, the parry. And then right after. Oh, you. Man. Don't worry about it. Oh, God. All right.
Yeah, this is the final round. I believe great stuff right there with the EX.
And then this is where the ISO comes in, jump short, reset. Oh, that was a jab. Boom. And then, girl, you thought.
Just the Kid exclaiming, why do I have to relive that moment? Throwing his hands into the air, doesn't want to watch the screen. Sorry, bro, but you're out of the team battle. And Nephew goes to the back of the queue. Oh, no, he is the only one left. Excuse me. No going to the back of the queue for him. He's going to stay on to face the other captain of Team Psycho. That is Toy.
That's right, yeah. Absolute Zero putting in absolute work for Colleen. And Bison coming back out. Let's give this man another headset, please. Can we? Okay, it still works. No, he's good. He's good. No, actually, he tested it out. The other team had it. He's like, it's going to be just fine. What I mean to say is, can we make sure we restrain this man as soon as he wins or loses?
Yeah, exactly. No, either way. I'm expecting Toy to throw something at the end of this match.
Probably a tantrum. It took me this long. To give Bison.
This is why you banned me. If he wins, I hope he does something like that.
I would love to hear that.
Yeah, I hope if he wins, like, this is why you banned me.
We're getting a little bit too wild here. All serious business now here. Nephew versus Toy. The two captains you saw before. You have Team Frost and Team Psycho.
What a whiff punch to start it off from Toy right there. Nephew trying to get froggy with that roundhouse.
Yeah, stand fierce, buffered as well. It's kind of a common tactic with Bison at that range. So you expect Toy to be 100% ready. He's been ready since week 1.
And good, now the Psycho Blast just to harass in case. Oh, whip punish right back at you. This time with Nephew with the stand fierce.
He's like, I can play the same game. My fierce is just as good.
Yeah, it was Rose. Oh, he caught the backdash. Oh, and then the in out.
Oh, big punish.
Yeah, nice punch to that roundhouse.
Plus frames, so close. No budging from Nephew. Plus frames again. Still dancing around with them. A lot of chip damage made, but no actual big damage.
Oh, using the EX Stomp to avoid the hail. Oh, and they hit him with the Sham God, the crossover. Psycho Blast again, trying to put that chip damage on him. Oh, good stuff from Nephew. Closing it out. Of course, that V trigger too, aiding him with the damage, the mobility, everything he needs.
Round 2. Fight.
Now setting up shop again, trying for that roundhouse. That's what got whip punish in the very first part of the last round, but he's not scared to do it again.
Nice check after the scissor kicks. Toy just tried to jump out. Doesn't really get to take a turn after that. Checking in with the normals, crouch strong. A little bit of hit, a little bit of damage, I should say. Bring it back up. Yeah, sweet parabellum. Dash up twice, the meaty. Try to fake out. I like the read there. Block and then backdashed.
Yeah, wild stuff from Toy right there. Really calling out what Nephew was going to do.
Ooh. Nice block last second, Toy. I thought he got caught crouching. Not going to even try to interrupt between those strings.
Oh, gets caught reaching.
Okay, yeah. Got the target combo into the activation off of block anyway.
Yeah. Should be, oh, the kill right there. I thought the stun was going to connect before the damage, but no, they connect simultaneously, and Nephew takes the first game over Toy. On that Team Psycho, he's got to harness not only his team's power, but his character's power. He finally gets that synergy between the two. See if Toy can take this W.
He needs to go plus ultra right at this very moment if he wants to clutch it out for Team Psycho. He does have his main character finally unleashed maximum potential.
See if that can carry him to a W right now. Toy, as long as it doesn't carry him to another smashing of the headphones. That's all I care about.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
It seems
what? Okay, I was about to say. They had your costume, but you weren't going to rock it? Psycho Power. Thinking about the V-trigger. I like that. Okay, so of course the Psycho Power allowing him to cancel specials and specials in the EX specials, as well as giving him the enhanced dash so he can cross up even when you're knocked down. V-trigger 2 offering him a command grab as well as the Psycho Crusher.
The Psycho Crusher. And you know, Toy really has great spacing with that V-trigger. I'm actually very surprised he hasn't used it. I mean, granted, this is the first time we get to see his Bison. It's just, I would imagine he would use V-trigger 2 as he's very well versed in it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here you go. The decision has been made. Toy stepping up to the plate up against Colleen. Still sticking with the V-trigger 1.
Testing each other out with the normals. And Nephew, yeah, he's going to be playing that patient game with Toy. Got the swipe, but no buffer. He was walking forward on that one, so there's not much he can do as Bison is a charged character. Nice work. Psycho Ball, stand fierce again. Firing away, spending the meter immediately.
Yeah, no Psycho Blast buffer behind that, right? Because he was still playing the back-forward game, so he didn't have the charge.
Target combo, side switch. Oh.
Nephew making heavy use of that V-trigger too. He still has a little bit left as well. Oh, but Toy, you know, whenever Bisons get that V-trigger available, they're looking for the slide activate. You have special on the EX special right there, a highlight of V-trigger 1.
Backs away, doesn't want to eat that icicle setup.
Okay, just a backdash, sick forward dash after from Nephew and the throw to finish the round.
Looking to take it here to team battle point. Again, one game and the first round here for Nephew. Approaching Bison again, just walking a little bit into his range. No buffer there. Toy didn't have a charge. It might have been. Parabellum, dash up.
Oh, yep. Throw once more. this stun building. Yeah, Toy doesn't use EX Stomp to avoid that. This time gets whiff punished.
Plus frames afterwards, Nephew can't press a button, gets swiped on. Other side, great side switch, but the tech was even more impressive.
Alive for now. Toy does have his V-trigger available. You gotta be conscious of the slide. You can see Nephew just micro walking forward and then down back. He knows. You see Nephew not trying to walk a lot of distance without blocking. He doesn't want to get clipped by that slide. But he gets clipped by the neutral jump roundhouse.
That's the first time we kind of seen Toy get hit that way. He's trying to dash up to the person. V-trigger 2 is on deck for Nephew. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Toy hanging in there, getting the round back from Nephew.
Final round.
All right, now Nephew 2 bars on deck though. Gotta be careful. Of course, that V-trigger also only 2 bars, so he's gonna be getting it pretty quickly here in this match. Toy right now holding that down back. Both players. Oh, Toy's
reactions.
First movement is a punish. That was sick. Counter hitting with the crouch medium kick into scissors.
Dash up. Yeah, after that sweet parabellum, he does get that free setup into meaty.
He X's this time, and of course, dash up back throw while he wants the corner.
Oh, I like that hesitation. He did stand strong instead, because most of the time we see a Psycho Axe come out as that guaranteed meaty into a plus frame situation. But Nephew, he backdashed. You saw it, and Toy deliberately knew he threw out the stand strong first.
Yeah, the Bisons like to pull out that stand strong as a fake, right? Because it's purple as well, so it gets people to react to it, like it's the down forward Pierce.
Okay, big punish. Not in time.
Oh, to the other side, and Nephew closes it out. 2-0 over Toy, showing that he is indeed the captain of Team Frost, taking down the captain of Team Psycho's main character. That was a rhythmic clap right there.
That's all he can do. That's all he can do. We did see the potential there from Toy, but again, having him suppressed for the entirety of a full season, right? I mean, he didn't get a lot of warm-up in, really.
No, definitely
I'll give him that. He's explosive. He does have the talent. But we'll see how it all winds down again. Nephew with a great start, that icicle, and still going through it. Great read from Toy using the EX stomps, using that projectile invulnerability.
And of course, after that, we had Toy trying to make a comeback, right? Definitely showed out, had the back throw this way. He went with the crouch medium punch right there. That's just another fake on the Psycho Axe. Trying to pull out those purple buttons to get somebody to do like an invincible reversal or something like that. Nephew could react with an EX parry, as we've seen before. But he kept it solid for the most part. You can see punish on the Psycho Flame right there. Gets the reset. Oh, and we've seen both variations of that reset, right? Where he stays in front and where he goes behind. Super deadly. Great stuff from Nephew. You can see why Colleen's been banned time and time again against Team Frost, as they solidified their 4th position at 5-5. But let's run down the complete standing, shall we? We got Team Inferno with Punk at the helm in 1st place, and they're going to be facing Team Gale, who's in 3rd place, led by Knuckle Do next, and of course, sandwiching between them is Team Storm, led by Item, and we got Justin Wong on Team Spirit and Toy on Team Psycho, rounding out our standings.
That's what you can expect for our finale, our game closer with this remaining team battle. Again, it's going to be a fierce one. It's going to be what spells it all for the rest of the standings. But before we get into it, we actually have Rip on standby with the winning team Frost between, Frost and Psycho. You know, we'll see how it goes down.
How's it going? Thank you very much, guys. I am here, of course, with Team Frost. You got to say congratulations, of course, to you guys. You guys got the 4th place spot. You guys going to the midseason championships. Congratulations. Of course, you said you wanted to play against Toy's Bison. How do you think that went? Obviously, you got the W.
Yeah, so last season I played him a couple of times. I beat him once and I lost to him twice, and it felt good to get the win the first time playing him this season.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations again. And, you know, I want to ask you up this stuff. How do you feel like your team has done throughout the season? Like, what are some of the flaws you feel like you faced, and how do you feel you guys are overall?
I think we've had one of the hardest teams to deal with in terms of bans. Our team chemistry is amazing. And I think at the beginning we were just a little inexperienced, but over time we really built up our team chemistry. We really worked on practicing our secondary characters, and over the weeks I think we've become one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, and speaking of secondary characters, I want to ask you, you know, you've had a couple characters they've done a lot of work. Which character do you plan to work on more towards the midseason championship?
Oh, definitely my G. Even throughout the season, I've been picking up tips and been really paying attention to Nephew's G. So that's why it was a really really good captain for me to step up my G even further, as I'm pretty much going to use it for the rest of the year and further on.
Awesome. Great to hear you guys. Congratulations once again. We will see you at the midseason championship. Let's go ahead and throw it back to the desk.
Super excited to see them come back for that mid-season championship. A lot of time for them to mentally prepare, physically prepare with those new characters. Again, that's what we wanted to see. Players kind of explore how they perform under pressure with these secondaries, and it's all come down to this final battle. Here at Street Fighter League, again, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We have Team Inferno versus Team Gale, and it's a super important one. Why is that, Ringe?
That's because this is actually going to determine our first place overall in the standings. Team Inferno is currently in first place, but if they drop to Team Gale and Team Gale does it in a dominant fashion, they can actually leapfrog all the way to first place. So this is going to be an intense final set. I mean, we could have asked for anything more, right? Our final set of Street Fighter League Season 1 determines the first place overall standings going into the mid-season championships, and we'll be right back with that set after this quick break.
Still my heart, and you stay the coming end.
Do you struggle to find happiness? Do you get the feeling there's something greater for you? There is.
Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the police station.
Anybody here?
I don't like the sound of that.
We're getting out of here. Leon!
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. They're secretly making bioweapons.
Count me in.
Available now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Rated M for mature.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come down to the finale. The final team battle here at Street Fighter League Pro US Season 1. My name is Vicious, back again with Ringe. And let's take a look at the standings and how important and vital this final match is. Tell them about it, Ringe.
It's actually come down to the final match. You can see Team Inferno in first place, led by Punk. They're going to be going up against Team Gale, led by NuckleDu. And I'm not going to break down the whole standings for you guys this time. I just want to get into what can actually happen here in that last match. So if Gale takes the victory, that means they are up 2-0 in the head-to-head, and they will solidify themselves as first place. Inferno drops down to second, Storm drops down to third. If Inferno gets the W, that means Gale does not have that 7-3 record that Team Inferno and Team Storm would have. They would have an 8-2. They would be solidified in first place. Storm would be second, and Gale would be chilling at third place.
So this match determines the fate of the top three. It could be a huge swing around, and you know, it's just as vital as ever. 7-2 on that win-loss record for Team Inferno, led by their seasoned veteran Punk, as well as that 6-3 record by Team Gale with the former Capcom Cup champion NuckleDu.
Yeah. And you can see right there, in terms of game one and matches one, they are literally one match apart, one game apart, right? But because of that head-to-head record, if Team Gale gets that W, they solidify the 2-0 in the head-to-head, they break any ties, and they solidify themselves in first place.
And this is just as important for Team Storm because that's a huge gap between second and third place when it comes to the overall grand prize, right? And we actually have one of the members from Team Storm who is currently standing by with Rip and his thoughts about the current placement.
Alrighty, I'm here with my favorite Ryu player himself, Samurai. You know, you let me down. You didn't pick that Ryu, but, you know, it didn't work out for you, so you should pick Ryu.
No comment.
That's what I thought. Anyways, on to this matchup right here. You know, last time these guys met, Punk's team actually banned out Shines Ibuki. I think Ibuki has been banned every single set so far. And on the other side, they actually banned out Punk's Karen. So how would you approach the bans in this set?
Well, last time they played, Gale did a lot of damage. So they would have to rethink their pick of who they want to ban. In terms of for Team Inferno, I really don't know who they want to ban now because there's just so many options. There's Ibuki, there's Gale, there's Robs, Karen. So it's up in the air. It's up in the air.
But which one would you choose?
I would choose the Gale, honestly.
All right, the Gale pick from them. How about from the other side?
Oof. You got to get rid of Punk's Karen. You got to do it.
All right, I think I like that so far. You know, the other thing I want to ask you, you know, the midseason championship is coming up. These guys are fighting for first place, obviously. Which team are you more scared of, and what do you feel like your team needs to improve?
I wouldn't mind both teams because I want the run back, but it's more of team order, team composition. When the momentum is on your side, you have to make sure that the order is correct. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, and make sure that your anchor is ready for that match, whether it be a bad matchup or your main. So, I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, most definitely. Of course, you know, congratulations once again. You know, your Ryu, I still look up to it. I hope I get to see it at the midseason championship. And Vicious, you know, you were talking about my Ryu getting nothing done. I did what Daigo couldn't do. I beat Lupe Fiasco. Boom. Back to you guys.
Why are you bringing up irrelevant accolades, Rip? Get out of here.
I feel like he has an ongoing trend of bringing up irrelevant accolades only to get blown up right after.
You know, just kind of, you know.
I mean, he's been playing tournaments before he was even born, so it doesn't even matter. I'll tell you what it does really matter is the final game between Inferno and Team Gale. And, you know, it's going to be a really gut-wrenching experience for Team Storm as they just stand by idly. They're already done with their team battle, so they just have to sit and wait and really really pray for that second place standing for them.
Exactly. Team Storm's fate has been decided at this point, right? They await the winner of Team Inferno and Team Gale and see where they place in those standings. But for now, let's get some thoughts from the captains of our two teams facing now.
Alrighty, I'm here once again with two of the best Street Fighter 5 players there are, Punk and NuckleDu. What you giggling about here, Punk?
Nothing.
All right. Oh, man. All right. So we were talking about the bands and everything. Who do you guys want to go with this time, Punk?
We're going to get rid of Mr. Sonic Boom, annoying character, out of here. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Nash Band. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah. That's perfect.
No?
I'm fine with that, yeah.
It's definitely Guile.
All right, got him. Guile, what do you feel like?
We're going to ban Karen.
And the Karen man. All right, so exactly what Samurai is picking. What do you feel is going to be your player order, Punk?
I'm just so tight, man. They don't want me to play Karen, dog. What's going on, man? But, you know, our player order going to be Broly, Jonathan, and Victor Woodley.
All right, Broly, JB, and Punk. How about for you guys, NuckleDu?
First is going to be Rob, Shine, and then myself.
All righty, there you have it. Broly versus Rob. Is that what I heard? Rob's going first? Oh, and Broly was talking all that trash last time? Okay, it's going to be good. Broly and Rob to kick it off. Let's send it back to the desk.
We get exactly what we want. After all that smack Broly Legs was talking, he gets to prove that Rob does not deserve to be here. He doesn't deserve to be in his presence. Oh, man, I can't wait for this first match.
I was a little confused as to why Punk decided to say Broly and then the actual names of the other players. Like, did he forget his name, or is he just paying him the respect of Bro? Okay,
he would have called him MVP Legs if he was paying him respect.
That's true. His name's actually Mike, by the way. Just for you guys following along, Punk doesn't even remember the name of his members, but it doesn't matter right now. He's getting himself ready with Broly Legs going up first for Team Inferno, and again, Hello?
I just wanted to say, I mean, let's be real. He did take the Chun-Li from him earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was in the weeks prior where he took the main away from Broly Legs. What a play. And again, Team Gale, they're throwing Rob TV up to bat. So again, it's going to be the final game. Let's see how it all turns out after this break.
This is the path of my destiny.
Dare you challenge the king?
This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
And that's the character we probably won't see. That Karen is actually banned. The Gale is banned, but we're going to get into it. Team Inferno, we have Broly setting up, going up against the first member of Team Gale. That's Rob TV, who in turn actually doesn't have a character to play. Gale has been banned. Karen's been banned. We did see his Nikali once, so this situation has occurred. Yeah. And yes, so you see it on your screen before you. Chun-Li versus Nikali.
Dang, so Broly Legs, that was part of the master plan, right? He was like, all right, make sure that we ban Gale. They're gonna ban Karen. I'm gonna talk smack on Rob TV, and he's not gonna have a character to help him out.
It worked out. It worked out. They all played it according to plan, but you know, it could have changed either way. The player order been construed a little bit differently, but it was a very good call putting Rob up there, and for Inferno calling it right.
You have the Nikali in the building. See the stand, Fears trying to get the space.
And I like the fireball placement from Broly Legs, just trying to keep Rob TV from coming in. And we haven't seen a lot of V-skill usages from Rob TV just yet. Nice conversion off the straight stand, medium punch, counter hit combo.
Ooh, the backdash in the corner right now. Broly Legs showing the heart. Ooh, I like that. Just checks him afterwards and gets the crush counter.
Big crush counter combo. Broly Legs, yeah, checking him on the way outside. Rob TV does manage to get out of the corner, but that forward throw does a good amount of damage. Broly Legs chasing down now. Double counter hit. Rob TV stun no longer a factor. No anti-air available for Broly.
EX command grabs. Gonna be big for Rob TV here.
Double crouch strong combo counter hit as well into the disc guidance. Sending him to the bathroom. Wash yourself off.
Round 2.
Wash yourself, don't get washed.
Back-to-back V-skill. Okay, a lot more active with the V-skill. A little bit off the mark on 2 of those 4 V-skills. 50% all right.
Yeah, but you got the counter hits there. Medium kick. This is looking good for Rob TV right now. Slowly working Broly legs to the corner, trying to fight back with the EX legs. But that's -2, so the call he gets to take his offensive turn back.
Did get the block on the cross-up. Rob TV now in the corner. Oh, the exchange. I like that. The stomp stuffed out the fireball, punished the recovery on it with the EX uppercut.
Oh,
nice
juggles. Oh, and then he baits out the EXDP from Rob. He's going to get stunned up. See what Broly legs got. Standard combo. What's the setup going to be here?
Two-stepping. Activation off of legs.
Oh, he tried to dash up his command grab. Broly legs checks the dash, ties up the round.
Nice work there from Broly legs, checking that dash. Actually, the command grab was coming out from Broly legs, or excuse me, from Rob TV. Back it up. Then you want to take a chip damage, I guess. But a lot of a state taken away from Rob TV. Does get back-to-back V-skills. Block or hit. It's still building meter. Ooh. Ooh, nice work. There's that activation. All those V-skills finally paying it off.
Oh, word? Lace confirms it's no, he does not.
Just a little bit off the mark. It would have been a ton of damage, and he would have had himself an Oki situation, but he's definitely not out of it just yet. Rob TV, though, senses the weakness, smells blood in the water.
Oh, no, he thought he was going to fight. Oh, no! Drop punish.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. He couldn't finish it.
He dodged the kill, I'll tell you that much. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Rob TV barely got it. Knuckle Dude was holding his laughter a little bit. He's like, you almost died.
Curious, what was the DP? Well, I thought he backdashed. Oh, okay. So I was like, okay, I'm backdashing jab. Jab, okay. Okay, I was just curious.
Shine, really confused about that DP decision, but Rob TV explaining his thought process. Reasonable.
Rob looked over at Knuckle Dude, and as soon as that happened, Knuckle Dude looked away. He's like, I don't even want to talk to you right now. That's just not happening. Not today. Don't do this now. Come on. Every game counts here, gentlemen. Every game counts.
Yeah, for real.
Nice.
We were starting out compact, but Broly Legs gets the big jump in. Set the tone.
Ooh.
Whoa, yeah, whiff throw.
Maybe like a command grab, probably. Yeah. Just like the recovery on that. Nice roundhouse placement. Is sweet, as a matter of fact. Broly Legs can't find the anti-air he needs. He was very dominant using that back roundhouse from games prior, or weeks prior, I should say. And he also didn't have that charge for EX spinning bird kick, so it's just maybe a little bit of a hesitation there. While Rob TV finds his V trigger opening.
Yeah, he caught out the shimmy attempt, woke up with the low forward.
Back roundhouse, exactly what I'm talking about. And he gets that juggle immediately after. Nice confirm from Broly Legs. Great start in game 2.
Round 2.
Yep, crouch jab. Did enough damage to put Rob TV away for 1 round.
Back to the jumpers, 2 in a row. Rob TV spending the cash.
Critical R again. If Team Gale defeats Team Inferno here, they are solidifying their first place.
And look how much further he is out. Yeah, disc guidance, that's not going to be punished, but still, Broly Legs with a safe entry into his V-trigger.
Oh, the big roundhouse this time, but nothing afterwards. The back roundhouse for the anti-air can't quite get the juggle.
It was just at an awkward angle where he had to time it just a little different for the roundhouse to get the juggle, but still, Broly Legs managed to maintain this position against Rob TV. Does get the side switch as well as his corner positioning. Activation off the low medium kick.
Yep, tries to keep him in check with the EX legs. Oh, the slide walk up and then the crouch medium punch again. Rob TV gets hit by the SBK from long distance, but he pokes back anyway and takes the round.
You saw the startup of that EX command grab. I feel like it was still further out regardless of him trying to do that against Broly Legs as he back rolled after that disc guidance.
Rob TV's hit a couple of cross-ups. I'm expecting a dive kick to stay in front here in this round. Oh, this time just a jump fierce into the command throw. Respected the V skill. Oh.
just to kind of take note of the matchup and how it's been going so far, Rob TV, a lot of his openings offensive has been off of jump-ins, primarily. Not a lot of V-skill usage. Sometimes he'll turn it on, sometimes he won't. He just mostly off of jumps.
That's why you see, the jump-ins for Broly Legs have been working out as well. Rob just not ready with the DPs. Does get ready with that wake-up jab, though.
Oh, deliberate delay on both ends. Rob TV throwing that normal just a little bit out. Trying to get the wall jump. No, Broly Legs gets attacked by that EXDP.
Caught him flinching. One command grab away. What's the mix? Oh, great stuff from Rob TV. Waits out the EX SBK and takes the first game. Man, Rob TV always have good games, bro. That's it. That's it. He's going to the back of the line. Broly's team battle life is out of there, and that pretty much spells his life for SFL, as this is the last series of Season 1 before these mid-season championships get underway, and we are trying to determine who exactly is going into those mid-season championships with the first place seeding, right? But before we get to our next match, let's look over how Rob TV defeated Broly Legs. Rob TV, gets
He
caught.
had a great start, don't get me wrong. Broly Legs did set the tone against Rob TV. He had a lot of adaptation to do, and one of the keynotes here, after this critical art, he's pushed further out, so there wasn't much he could do following. He did a disc guidance, he did bait Broly Legs that instance, and then moving on, he did get his confirms. That was that instance Broly Legs could have done away with a big punishment. Rob TV just scrapping it out afterwards, and then jump roundhouse. The early one, so hard to contest, you have to uppercut it.
Yeah, but just like we saw here, right? Great job at making sure Broly Legs stays caged in this corner, right? Get that wall clean out of here. And this was a tough guess on Broly Legs' part, right? Rob TV, either he gets a combo and you're dead, he gets a command throw and you're dead, he gets a regular throw and you're dead. So Broly Legs was like, well, what beats all of those things? SBK, but it doesn't beat blocking.
Yeah. It's a lot of dead ends, honestly, because, you know, he just covers, that kind of character just covers a lot of those options. You just have to be really keen, make those reads, find an escape, and then reset that neutral space. Because when you think about how Rob TV was playing, a lot of the neutral didn't involve his V-skill usage.
Yes.
So you have to take advantage of that at least.
Yeah, exactly. So good stuff from Rob TV. Again, he's going to the back of the queue as Team Inferno brings JB up to the plate. JB is going to have access to that Rashid, as Team Gale did ban out the Karen from Punk. So we're going to see who he's going to be facing when he picks up Knuckle Dew. But we got Shine as well. The Buki is free for Shine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's not forget about that.
That's right. This is the first time everything's being unleashed. Well, you know, actually, I'm a little concerned just because it's the finale. I wonder how sharp Ibuki's, or excuse me, Shine's Ibuki is after all these weeks of not playing that character. I mean, he'll be playing every single week in between, but it's still against the likes of JB.
Yeah, exactly, right. JB on the Rashid, who hasn't gotten banned out as much as Shine has, right? Shine has pretty much suffered the Ibuki ban on pretty much every series up until this point. But these two, again, this is a throwback NLBC classic. These two used to meet every single week up in New York, of course. JB now SoCal by way of New York, so he hasn't been going to the next level as much, but we have plenty of Ibukis in SoCal as well. Shouts to Mira, always holding it down for the WNF crew. So we're going to see who brings their best to the table.
Again, it's the first time we get to see Ibuki, and you know, Inferno is taking that risk. They want to make sure they suppress as many main characters as possible. But again, Knuckle Dew still has a plethora to choose from. But Shine finally getting his Ibuki free. Hopefully he doesn't get freed up.
Yeah. Right now he's already stuck in the corner here. No meter for EXDP either, so he's got to be honest about finding his way out. Oh,
big time jump in. You saw the startup of that skill, that V skill.
Oh, unfortunately for JB, a little bit too much block stun right there.
Nice work. Taking the risk of V reversaling out of the corner. I feel like Shine would have been able to throw on the way down. Forward throw. Nice check with the forward strong. No response there from JB. Good information to have is Shine.
Oh, counter hit from just to the light, and then he throws afterwards. JB with a wake up forward. Oh, and then he gets stuffed by the kunai. Shine could tell JB's frisky on the wake up, and once he trained him not to get froggy, he goes with the throw. Great stuff.
Round 2.
Classic conditioning from Shine. He's going to take the lead in this match.
Ooh, he tried to contest with a low medium kick, got stuffed out by the crouch fierce from JB. That split second decision, a little bit faster from JB. Oh, he found the gap, used the EX Rider for the positioning.
Oh, he messed up the instant overhead.
It's starting to come out, man. He hasn't played Ibuki in a while.
Again, blowing through that EX whirlwind. As long as Shine has meter, he has a consistent answer to that setup.
Ooh.
Oh, the cross up, he blows him into the V skill as well, the V trigger, excuse me. And then he gets the counter hit on the delayed crouch jab as well. JB has been opening up Shine with that time and time again.
Already with the back and forth. Nice anti-air. Same side. Great blocks from JB. Immediately firing that EX spinning mixer as a reversal.
Ooh, I love that. He used that to bait out the EX Rider, right? He went to wall cling after the crouch fierce rather than whirlwind.
Okay, and then switch it up with a heavy whirlwind. Shine just stood there and took it.
JB making some nice adjustments, some quick adjustments. That's what he needs up against Shine, who's already shown he's got some answers. Gets the cross up, one hit away from stun, drops the most electrifying move in Street Fighter Entertainment on him, and it's 1-0 for JB.
Come on.
The turbulent elbow is what we call it. The turbulent elbow that's overhead. JB caught Shine off guard.
That's all he's doing, playing patterns, no reaction. All patterns. Yep.
Well, you can hear Broly. He's talking about Shine is only playing on patterns, no reactions. Interesting take. And I mean, that was the story of the first game, right? Once JB made his adjustments, he opened up Shine, he saw what he was going to go with, right? He still went with the EX Rider despite him going for the wall clean.
It's the only reason you have to go.
A lot of coaching being done by Knuckle Dude right now.
Yeah, it's pretty detailed notes as to how he wants to approach JB. Maybe reconfigure himself and take note on how he's been mixing up his approach, right? Rashid, very, very hard to catch. A little bit more coaching there as Shine gets himself ready. One of the most notable changes we saw from JB's pressure as Rashid is how he wants to change up the timing between like a whirlwind shot after a normal into maybe a V-skill off the wall to punish any sort of EX Rider escape, or I guess punish through the gap, not escape, but
yeah.
Crouch fierce out the gate once more from JB, stuffing Shine's forward movement.
Yeah, we talked about how important this match is. Again, if Gale wins this team battle, they're going to be sitting in first place going into the mid-season championships. If Inferno wins, they will be in first and Gale will be in third. Oh, backs off and catches Shine, presses the button afterwards. Wasn't counter hit though.
Got the cross up in that very awkward angle to kind of decipher, should I anti-air, should I not? What side he's going to land on? Oh, didn't even, I was going to say, best believe there's a reset coming. Back strong, what side? Doesn't matter.
Again, JB exposing the rustiness of Shine's Ibuki right now. The true media was not there after the mix-up. He just presses the light kick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was getting a little antsy on that one. Eagle Spike was blocked by Shine.
He tried to blow up that crouch medium punch, right? Or the reliable boogie anti-air. Oh, that one as well.
Nice patience there from Shine, and then changing it up into the anti-air that you were expecting.
Oh, nice take on the throw. JB pressing his buttons with such authority. I hit him through the head fault. EX Whirlwind. Oh, he just takes the throw.
Can't press a button after that. Check the advance afterwards. Here comes another reset. Back strong. This time what side? Doesn't matter once more. JB changing it up.
Pick the right side. Mixer. Well done.
That's 2 for 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he still had an input. Oh, forward throw doesn't
he's living. Okay.
All right.
Nice work.
Go check after the spinning mixer right there. Yeah, JB has still guessed which side that he was going to land on for the proper EXDP input, right? Unless he did like some crosscut stuff and just inputted it both ways.
Yeah, way to neutral jump to avoid that potential extra damage. Had the EX kunai clip, but to no avail. Shine does get the rider and a meaty afterwards in that situation. Okay, meter on the side of Shine. Yeah, he's going to spend it to continue this offensive string, but now without it, it's going to be a lot tougher. Not even an EX uppercut to save him in this situation.
Okay, we got a V reversal from Shine now, so he's going to give up getting that V triggers early, but since he has the life lead, feels like it's worth it. Oh, the sweep into the V trigger from JB, though. Throws him before he gets locked in block stun. Oh, the cross, but he blocked it.
Excellent block there from Shine, and that back roll saved him. Yeah, through the turbulent wind. EX Rider finds the mark. V trigger is up on deck. Any solid confirm. Shine can't use his offense with EX kunai. Doesn't have the meter just yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's just sitting on the 2 kunai.
Okay, now he has it. Activation time. Yeah, it's not Ibuki's turn anymore. That's a significant change in Season 4. She is minus.
Couldn't quite get it. JB takes the throw, puts the EX Whirlwind on him, tests the EX Rider still alive despite that light trade.
The throw, inching his way forward.
Yeah, that was so close. So close. Turn the volume on my headphones up. I'm trying to hear what they're saying.
Yeah, let him feel uncomfortable. You got this.
Both players looking super intense right now. This is going to be for first place going into the standings for the midseason championships.
Yeah, I'd be as tense as them, to be honest. I'd be losing it. You know, I wouldn't say a word. I'd just be focused right into the match. JB already getting that throw, trying to get the escape. No, sir. Shine successfully out of the corner. Whirlwind shot, continue the combo. And look at the damage already. Just 80 seconds left in the clock, and that's a stun.
And again, the counter hit, crouch jab, catches Shine, getting frisky on wake up. And now, yes, you just hurt Broly legs. Match point for JB.
Oh, he tried to catch a normal from JB, maybe like a crouch fierce. He had crouch strong, possibly buffered. EX Kunai getting things started for Shine. No conversion, a little bit too far off.
Yeah.
Can't catch him off the wall.
Real good for JB escaping that corner, but Shine still has this life lead. We'll try for the roundhouse. Good spacing on it though. And the anti-air goes to the other side, clips him with the stand medium kick.
These matches have come so close. Look at the huge momentum now for Shine.
Oh, he has using the enhanced stuff from the V-trigger to escape.
Oh, stuffed him.
So much damage.
And there's the first EX uppercut we saw from Shine, using that meter wisely. Doesn't want to use it as an offensive tool. Wants to use it defensively with this life lead. V-trigger still on deck. Caught the backdash.
Oh, applying this pressure, blocks the cross-up, but he gets thrown back into the corner. EXDP again from Shine.
EX, yes, that's right. And then into the V-trigger. Oh, boy. Yeah, you caught JB trying to walk back, anticipating the kunai, so he was trying to block, and Shine just clipped him in his toes. It's down to the final match between both members. Woo.
JB kicked that kunai out of
that.
there.
Yeah, that was sick, yeah.
Put that away, and it's all JB so far.
That was kind of sick.
Oh, already building up to the stun. I think he messed up his eagle spike.
It might have been, you saw an input there with a kick. Oh, speaking of, Shine just completely missed the rest of that shuriken.
Yeah, still got 3 kunais left. Good block from JB here. Yep, dashing forward, gets the EX whirlwind. This is going to allow him to start applying pressure.
Oh, JB gets to lock him down because there's no meter on Ibuki's side. 3 meters, or excuse me, 3 kunais. Big punish on the sweep. Actually, sweep to sweep, it's just fine.
Oh, doesn't actually confirm the counter hit combo. We got the
Other
air side switch.
Check with the button, throw again.
Walking to escape the kunai.
There kunai, but you know what? He wants him to spend it. It's just fine. If JB gets started, he's going to be keeping him locked down. Nice V reversal. Doesn't want to rely on the V-trigger.
I'll get some space before activating it. It's already gone. Does have 1 meter available. Shine does not have a single bar to his name. Oh, walks out of the throw range. Gets to the other side. Only a jab though. No counter hit. Forward throw. He's still alive. Oh, Shine bet on the low forward. He was right, but he had no V.
Oh my God, the conversion from Shine. He stopped the overhand with the crouch jab.
Damn, that was a good set.
JB waking up with the crouch jab, interrupting the overhead. That was a good idea from Shine, but did not work out. And that means Knuckle Dude's going to step to the plate with the whole series tied up 1-1. Of course, Rob TV took Broly legs out of the team battle. Now JB has taken Shine out of the team battle. The first time we see the Ibuki, Rashid still clutches it out for JB.
Unbelievable work, and I like the use of JB's meter here to keep the offense going. And Shine, you kind of saw a pattern here where Shine wanted to use his kunais, where he wanted to use his meter on offense or defense, but JB just clutching it out over him.
Yeah, incredible stuff from JB.
The adaptation is so great.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, you know, Brawly said it the best. Honestly, that was a good ass set.
Yeah,
that's exactly
it really
what he said,
was,
and
yeah.
I couldn't phrase it any better.
Yeah. Very strong play from both sides. I mean, that's what we expect with 2 players that know each other so well, right? Despite JB not living in New York anymore, these 2 players have grinded out session after session. I'm sure they still play with each other plenty when they get to majors. So if that's the case, JP showing his experience up against Shine. Incredible confirm right there from Shine as well, but the crouch jab saves the day.
That was kind of ridiculous, by the way. The kunai release, and he got the dash up uppercut. That was ridiculous.
That was
I would have been shook, but JB, he stuck to his guns, woke up with that crouch jab, stuffed the overhead, and that's hard to see coming. It's very hard to see coming, especially in that last-ditch effort.
Yeah, Sajam would say he's the curly-headed demon, right? So he's got that devil vision. It's all right. Good stuff to JB. He's going to be surviving. He's going to the back of the queue. So even if Punk falls to the Captain Knuckle Dude here, he will still have to go through Jonathan B before taking the W.
Right now, we do have Knuckle Dude up against the nefarious one. Team Captain Punk leading Inferno. Let's see if he has enough fuel to fan this fire into keeping this first place standing.
Yeah, exactly. Inferno still in first place. Punk can separate them from every other group with a victory. He gets 8-2. The team will end up 8-2, while the rest of the teams will end up 7-3 or 6-4 in second and third place, respectively. But if Team Gale wins, that means first, second, and third place, all 7-3 records. But Team Gale will hold the 2-0 head-to-head over Team Inferno and take that first place for themselves.
The Colleen pick has been solidified. Or has it? Knuckle Dude definitely going with the Cammy. We've seen how efficient and effective this Cammy has been throughout each and every single matchup. Not too many Gale picks. We have seen it, I think like twice over. But in general, has stuck to his guns with Cammy. Punk going with the Colleen. And we've seen this kind of matchup before. Here we go, the two captains. Inferno versus Gale.
Yep, the Gale banned out for Knuckle Dude. The Karen banned out for Punk. Here we've seen Punk do work with this Colleen. He already started. Give him a character that can whiff punish, and he will definitely be there. The stand roundhouse now. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you know it. Punk, pure fundamentals, right? He sees someone airborne, he's going to go for that anti-air. The second time around, gets stuck with the air approach. Knuckle Dude really abusing the likes of Cammy and the way she likes to operate mid-air, right? Changing the trajectory at a moment's notice with the dive kick, and that spells trouble. And now changing it even more, just jump short with the throw bait and the roundhouse. Oh,
so
man.
the way Knuckle Dude started that round, you only do that when you know your opponent's good, right? When you have respect for them, because they're going to react to the anti-air off the first jump. So he managed to alter his trajectory and punish Punk for that, and he just rode the momentum to a W. Great stuff.
And then does it again. Punk this time around, blocking it at a safe angle to contest afterwards. Very, very great adaptation from Punk so far.
Oh, and then the stand fierce. He gets the crush counter as well. Punk trying to play this round in reverse.
He tried to jump back grab, just in case Knuckle Dude tried to go for the full jump instead. Forward throw does get a crouch strong. Okay, he's gonna go for the jump. Oh, no, not today.
At the high counter, wakes up with the EX power arrow. That's gonna switch sides though. Great backdash after eating that light kick from Punk. Yeah, he has the V-Trigger 2 available, catches Knuckle Dude reaching, and we're going to a third round here in our game 1.
Final round. Fight.
I'm loving how this is developing. The adaptation on both sides has been absolutely ridiculous. The strategy change-ups at a moment's notice has been something like the finest Street Fighter.
It's only been 2 rounds.
I didn't realize it.
That's just how quick, that's how good these guys are, right? Elite level Street Fighter players, quick to adjust at a moment's notice. At the drop of a dime. Whoa!
Wow!
Yeah, that was a wild way for that dive kick to connect.
And that was a counter hit once Punk contested with that stand jab. Yes, sir, caught it with that low forward, going into the uppercut. Oh, spanned it.
Straight up stand medium punch after the spiral arrow in the air. He's gonna be able to dash up twice.
Nice blocks from Punk. All 3 lights just sat there and block, and then backed away afterwards. Knuckle Dude walk up strong after the forward throw.
Punk with just a micro walk, low forward, and then again baiting out the anti-air, and Knuckle Dude puts him away with the dive kick.
Delaying it every time, but you can just block it and punish it every time.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen them two get along so far.
For real,
camera.
I was gonna say the same thing.
And Rob TV smiled and he's like, yeah, I think you're right.
So right after you heard Rolly Legs talk about how he's delaying the dive kick every time, right? He's just waiting to punish him. And Punk was like, really? Every time? He's mad random.
There's a way to kind of avert that situation. We've seen Classico do that from time to time, just jump back jab. Despite the minimal damage, you do save yourself from the situation.
Yeah.
Colleen has an excellent air grab as well.
That's exactly what I was going to bring up. She does have an air throw available. Punk's going to have to be quick on the reactions if he wants to utilize that.
Trying to keep Knuckle Dude contained in this corner. You know, those normals look very similar to each other. Oh, okay, look, took the air-to-air approach this time. Traded off with Knuckle Dude, and Knuckle Dude kind of hesitant now.
Oh, both players pressing these buttons at the neutral. trying to fish for something.
And see how NuckleDu's further out with a jump. Oh my!
Punk bringing the parries out as well now. He knew NuckleDu was in V-trigger, right? So he wasn't going to delay the dive kick. He was going to try to get in there as quickly as possible. Great read from Punk. Oh, there it is. Jump back jab. You called it, Vicious. He's going to finish it off with the follow-up as well. That's going to be Punk round up.
And now in this case, NuckleDu did have an answer for it that specific round. If you were paying attention, he saw that option, so he decided to dive kick from further out and get a sharper angle off of those dive kicks, right? Spending the bar to get the offense going. But up close, Punk is definitely looking out for it now in this range.
Yeah, precisely. And you can see NuckleDu. Oh, he was grounding until that, but Punk stuffs the jump. Oh, great stuff from Punk. After that block, normal dashes in, takes those frames for an opportunity to get closer.
The potential whiz punch. Ooh! Punk back to his old ways.
Oh, again, this time was slightly misspaced, allowing Punk to get the punish on the landing.
Oh, big time crush into the critical art.
Oh, all right. Living on a pixel is NuckleDu. He's fully loaded as well.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he's going to get the confirm. Yep, switches sides on him. Hold some of the V-trigger as well. That was a smart side switch. But again, the air-to-air from Punk. What an adjustment here in game 2.
He's not going to sit there and wait for it, especially in the corner, because if Du happens to get that dive kick, it would have been a full combo into critical art. He understood the situation and responded perfectly.
You can't beat straight up, that's why. What else do you think?
Du got a slight smirk on his face.
First place. Done. Oh. No thanks to Rob. I love Rob.
Broly Legs saying if Du's done, we got first place. No offense to Rob.
I love Rob. That's what he said. He's definitely MVP.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, great whiff punish there. Punk trying to fish for something. NuckleDu not standing in that range, though. Both these characters, incredible walk speed. That's what these players want, and what a confirm.
Okay, yeah, recovered just in time. He's just going to take that block. Very, very deep dive kick there, but Punk using the ice step. It actually hit smart. Spend it.
Backdash on wake up from Punk allows him to get airborne.
I like that, yeah, contesting with the jab instead, just in case he wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, allowed him to recover in time. Oh, no whiffs that time, and NuckleDu's going to start riding this momentum. Goes with the normal jump.
Now it's on layer 2. We're going with these regular jumps at these weird angles as well. You can't tell if I'm going to cross up or not because of the way Punk's been moving.
Tick throw from long range. Oh, he tries to get him to tech, but he doesn't fall for it. This time goes for the tick throw once more.
Take the throw. No, take my throw.
I think that's actually one of his CFNs.
Yeah, it is.
Take my throw, yeah.
Overhead! Oh my gosh! And just in range to get both hits.
Yeah. And the calculations by Punk. Knew the proper spacing, and now NuckleDu 1 round away from falling and putting it all on the shoulders of Rob TV.
We're already at match point between these two. I want to see him play more. Forward throw. Not quite into the corner to get a meaty.
Again, the jump up jab from Punk, and then he's outspacing Cammy here. Case Parabellum.
Okay, that was interesting. He might have had a slight error there, got the parry input, but either way, he's still in great condition here.
Not for much longer. Punk in trouble.
Oh, I like that. Backing away. You saw Punk trying to contest. He went airborne, but NuckleDu joined the jump short. Critical art, you know it. Gonna be a gang of damage here. But if he survives, it is an okay situation for Cammy. Double dash, meaty. Oh. You saw it! And
life flashed before my eyes. That would have been so much damage on Cammy and the setup for Punk, but NuckleDu staying solid, staying patient.
He knows. He definitely knows.
That was wild, because Punk, I don't recall him doing EX parry up until that point.
Oh, armbar. I'm telling you, that air throw was another option, going air to air. There's the parry, and then the setup afterwards. Icicle? No, he's going for the shorts. Frame kill, jeez.
The EX parry so much damage on Cammy's pixie health.
And I like that. Immediately, as soon as he loses his aggression, he just backs off. But Punk with that V-trigger knows how to suspend it. Airborne, you might expect it. Closing the gap. Activation off the low forward. Backs off in that range where he gets threatened with the dive kick.
So he's trying to set up for frame traps now, but Knuckle Dude's not giving it to him. Knows he can survive a throw. Ooh, he tried to anti-air with the back medium punch. Again, Knuckle Dude's not giving it to him. No V-trigger to cancel, and no CA. He didn't cancel into it. He did have it.
Forward throw. He is in chip range.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Punk can set this up. Oh, there it is. The stand roundhouse.
Shit.
And Knuckle Dude falls to Punk. Punk holding the fist up.
Pack our bags.
His bubble buddy, JB,
Pack
giving him
our
a big
bags.
hug.
Because we going to
Boba Buddy. They went and got Boba last night.
Oh, they said Bubble.
No, Boba.
I was like, Bubble Buddy.
Yeah, I saw him in the lobby last night. I was like, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to get Boba with JB.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, for sure. So, yeah, they managed to stay alive, and his boy JB is coming up to the plate. But before we get to that, let's take a look at how Punk clutched this out. You saw the long distance, perfectly spaced overhead right there.
Most of the time we see that overhead used in like a meaty situation with Punk just sticking outside the box, taking care of that range against Knuckle Dude, and that was an interesting exchange right there. Again, this adaptation from Knuckle Dude was just as great, jumping and find the angles, but Punk really trying to skip. This was great because most of the time we've seen this with Cammy all the time. You could expect like a meaty to apply more pressure, but no.
Oh, man, it's so smart from Knuckle Dude. Staying strong, staying patient. You got the forward throw here, and then now we're just playing the game of chicken, right? Punk put out the roundhouse after that low forward. It's been such a common tactic from both of them, right? To block some type of normal and then dash in after. It's like, okay, you're going to be negative, so I'm going to take this spot to get in close, do my thing. And Punk was aware of that, puts out the roundhouse, stuffs him, and now forces Rob TV to try to get this first place for his team.
You know what's really weird about Colleen's low forward is that despite like you not being able to cancel into really anything other than V-trigger, it leaves her at a pretty good like frame advantage, honestly. It's
in terms of the distance, right?
Yeah, it's hard to contest afterwards. He went for the dash and then clipped him with the back roundhouse. That thing has some hefty startup, you know. And man, it was pretty close still. It was some great Street Fighter.
Man, now Rob TV with his not even his secondary. I don't know what you call it, but his third character, right?
Third string.
Yeah, third string coming into play here with the Nakali, the Gale and Karen banned in this set. The Gale by Team Inferno and the Karen by Team Gale. Now he has to go through JB and Punk, the dynamic duo, to try to get his team first place.
And here we go. The last remaining member of Team Gale with Rob TV getting smacked up with the crush counter right out the gate from JB. No fear. He knows. He's like, this isn't your main character. I want to see how you do against my main character.
You can tell JB tested him early, and he's got to feel good having Punk still waiting in the wings.
Crouch fierce, other side, backs up just in case he wants to get nutty.
Rob TV dashing forward now, trying to catch JB flinching here. Not giving him any buttons, though. JB still sitting on that V-trigger, too. You have the enhanced whirlwind is coming. Nice tech from Rob TV, though.
V-trigger no longer a problem. That's why Rob TV was kind of just like letting the storm set a little bit. He didn't want to suffer any sort of damage from V-trigger 2 openings.
Oh, Rob TV, he's going to have V-trigger after that one hit of the crouch fierce, though. He's going to activate off that crouch forward. Oh, the stand medium kick is there. EX disc guidance, putting him on a pixel, waking up with the low forward. JB betting on these shimmy attempts. Oh, he actually got the second V-trigger, activates it, goes into the Eagle Spike.
Jumps out of the corner. Rob TV, not afraid. Eagle Spike to reposition himself at a low life. JB.
No more V-trigger to work with for him. Of course, Rob TV's V-trigger, infinite timer.
20 seconds left on the clock. Eagle Spike trying to bait out a reaction from Rob TV.
Trying to bait out a DP. Rob, however, was already coming into the V-skill at this point. 12 seconds on the clock. JB knows he has to make something happen now.
No
he
way!
got the jump in! 3 seconds on the clock.
Quick rise.
Oh, and then he blocks the sweep. That's enough for JB to close it out. The crucial crumble from Rob TV right there. No anti-air. And then, yeah, as you mentioned, no quick rise on top of that, not giving himself the best opportunity to bring himself back into the game.
JB definitely pressed the button on the way out, too.
Yeah. The mental composure now, Rob TV needs it. Gotta stay solid after dropping that round. Not only for yourself, but for your team.
You can bet he's not feeling good about that one, but still, he has to find a way to compose himself.
Yeah, when you hear that glass break on your side, it definitely gives you a vote of confidence, but that won't. EX Eagle Spike in response to the V skill, jumps over, no punish though. He didn't press the button on the way down. Not sure what that was about. Rob TV, oh, he's fully loaded. Don't clips him with the crouch fears.
A lot of missed opportunities right now, and JB is going to take advantage of those situations. Like, you know what? If you don't want this damage, I'm going to take it from you instead. He's going to back away. Again, enhanced V-trigger. That V-trigger is going to do a little bit of damage, but he's more weary of the dash up from Nikali. He doesn't want to get sniped with the counter hit on the way up.
Precisely, Rob TV has that full CA, but it's not going to matter. The cross up from JB.
We're here at one more round for Mr. Jonathan Batista, part of Team Inferno. Can they solidify this first place here at Street Fighter League?
We shall see. Broly was telling JB he can anti-air. Don't be afraid to jump. Rob TV starting off well, though.
Oh, I was sneaking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the counter hit afterwards, just the micro walk forward. Oh, again, now the counter hit strong.
Oh, and he gets the stun just a little bit. Big time damage. Oh, on the reset, you had to see it.
Super
EXDP, back to back, firing the reversals. Rob TV with a chance at life here. He needs to make it happen.
Oh, JB thought he was going to shimmy and woke up with the low forward again. Got the V reversal out of the corner. Now just swinging with the crouch fierces. He wasn't ready for the anti-air.
Storm is coming. Zifa.
Oh, again taking the throw despite Rob TV.
Do it again.
Oh, perfect spacing from JB.
One more, that first place, let's go.
Round 2.
One more round. Knuckle Dude gave a little bit of advice over to Rob TV. You saw in the top right corner of your screen. EX spinning mixer again.
Oh, just stood up and stared at him right there. Now we got the crouch fierce into the EX whirlwind. That's plus frames. Try to get that roundhouse right there just in case Rob TV is waking up with a low button or a throw. This guidance is going to bring Rob TV back into the game here, but that's going to give JB V-trigger too. Oh.
Big time anticipation and big time punish from Rob TV. Hanging in there, that piece of advice, whatever dude told him, those were the magic words.
Yeah. Dude letting him rock now, Rob TV. Remember, he has to go through JB and Punk to bring Gale into first place. Ooh, hops on over. Again, the roundhouse spaced well from Rob TV, but JB not swinging into it just yet.
Crouch fierce exchange. Crouch strong, excuse me.
Oh, the big jump fierce, holding the block stun this time.
Ooh.
Ooh, he actually clipped him. He tried to jump back and catch that wall cling. Command throw. Oh, wall cling again. Can't quite punish the command throw.
Rob TV on the
ropes.
ropes.
He's got him reaching.
Oh, activation, you bet. Oh, side switch even more. Great blocks. He did drop it. Eagle spike. He dropped it again.
Oh, blew through the enhanced whirlwind that time. And the EX command throw.
Uppercut in a dangerous situation.
Oh, no big punish though. He's staying alive and he wins the DP.
JB with a calculated win.
J Best. Don't call him JB no more. J Best. Let's call him J Best from now on.
Ooh.
J Best indeed taking it for Team Inferno, solidifying their first place victory.
Incredible stuff. So our first place is Team Inferno. That's going to be Victor Woodley, Jonathan Best, and MVP Legs taking it home for Inferno. They're going to be going into with the first place seeding to our mid-season championships, and let's see how JB clinched it out. Again, a lot of those crouch strong counter hits, right? He was even trying tick throws later after Rob TV got hit by these, but Rob TV just kept teching.
And again, that anticipation for the roundhouse, that's been the route for V-trigger activation. And Rob TV started to get a little bit of that information and apply it for the counter strategy. But JB is just so relentless. Again, that caught him mid-air. But this is where it really got interesting. Drop after drop, these guys feeling the tension. The command grab could have spelled it all after that uppercut. And then just this last instance, the punish just wasn't fully there. Oh my goodness.
And then Rob TV trying to anti-air when he saw the wall cling, but the wall cling trajectory just bringing him over the DP, whiffs it, punishes on the other side with the roundhouse, solidifying that spot. JB with that nice jean jacket on, complimenting him was Broly, Legs, and Punk for the first place. As you can see the standings right here. Team Inferno in first, Team Storm in second, Team Gale in third, and Team Frost, number 4. Rounding out our top 4, these 4 teams are going to go to CEO for those mid-season championships and compete to see who actually wins that prize pool of over $50,000.
And again, I can't wait to hear how these guys have prepared themselves mentally afterwards once they come back for that mid-season championship. But in the meantime, I really can't wait to hear from that group interview with Team Inferno. Again, Rip is standing by with the champions. Let's take the final thoughts of our champions.
Alrighty, I am here with our first place finishers, Team Inferno. Punk, you know, you were talking to me before. You said you wanted to be first place. You said it felt like it matters to be first place. How do you feel? How happy are you right now?
I'm really happy, really impressed with JB and Broly Lakes this whole week. You know, I'm just excited that we're able to secure the first place.
Exactly. You guys, of course, going to be the number 1 going to that mid-season championship. And Mr. What are your name? MVP Legs. How you feeling down there?
I'm Nerf Legs now. I'm weak legs. I'm first week in the gym legs now. You know, these guys are the ones that carried me, J Best and the Alpha. You know, they got my back all the time, every week. I'm proud to be on this team, and I'm glad that we got first place.
Awesome, man. Let me move on over here to Mr. J Best, of course. You know, I always leave you out of the interviews, but this time I got something to say. You took out Shine and you took out Rob TV to close it out. How are you feeling going into this?
I'm feeling really good. I really wanted to fight Knuckle in a run back. I was really salty when he beat me. That's why I banned the Gale. Even if I have to handicap him, I still wanted to win, you know. But I'm glad Punk was able to take him out and that we were able to secure first place. So I'm feeling really good.
That's awesome, you guys. Congratulations once again. You guys will be the number 1 seed going into that mid-season championship. Let's go ahead and throw it on back to the desk.
You know, every time I hear JB speak, it hasn't really registered. I feel like it's just like, it takes him a while to really process his emotions after a win, but that's just how he is. He's been like that time and time again. When he gets that W, he's real humble about it.
Yeah.
He's always looking for that next step up. He's always trying to improve. So big shout outs for really clutching it in this final team battle here at Street Fighter League.
Yeah, absolutely. Great stuff to Team Inferno. So our top 4 teams in order is going to be Team Inferno going into the midseason championships as the top seed. Then we got Team Storm as the 2nd seed, led by Item. Then we got Team Gale led by Knuckle at 3rd place, and Team Frost led by Nephew in the 4th place. I think I already said that. But regardless, all 4 of those teams are going to go to CEO to compete to see who takes home the money, the $30,000 for first place, the $15,000 for second place, and the $6,000 for third place.
And of course, the top 2 from that tournament get invited back for Season 2 of Street Fighter League for Pro US.
So JB got to get used to talking, man. He wants to be back here for Season 2. We got to get more interviews from that man. He's got a lot of insight when he wants to share it.
And we're going to see more practice from everybody's secondaries, man, because best believe the strategies are going to be even more thorough, ready for that mid-season championship.
And Street Fighter is such a matchup-heavy game, right? So I really love that this tournament promotes players practicing their secondaries, adding more tools to their trade, especially in a game like this. So incredible stuff. I had a great time here at the Street Fighter League. It was amazing commentating with you as always, my man.
Likewise, man. And big shout outs to Tasty Steve, wherever you are. We appreciate your work as well. Again, we couldn't have done this with each and every one of you guys tuning in as well. On behalf of everybody here at Street Fighter League, we'd like to thank each and every one of you guys, all the players as well, such talented individuals. And I told you at the very beginning of draft day, you're about to see some amazing players, and we did.
Indeed. Could have said it better myself. Let's get out of here, Jeremy.
Yo, everybody, again, thank you so much. We will see you at the mid-season championships at CEO. Thank you for tuning in to Street Fighter League.